And with that, hello everybody, welcome to the stream today because my name is SenseiSuplex and this is the likes of Project Aurora. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome epic stream and a time for some D&D with the likes of Valley of Dreams. Hope you guys are ready and more. We ain't got too many announcements and all that sort of stuff, so we're gonna keep it straightforward. Any announcements for the future? Stay tuned for the likes of Voden Fables. We're going to be probably having a game the likes of either Thursday or Friday, probably Friday, as we pick up with the biggest sort of West Marches adventure yet with the likes of the World Tree, and that's going to be hosted by the likes of Zaman Unme, who's actually in this game. So besides that, we're going to have 2 Fables games and more, and we'll be picking it back up. Probably no games Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It's going to be pretty straightforward of a week next time. All right, everybody, let's do this. Last game, last day. All right, let's unmute and let's head over to Valley of Dreams. There we go, there we go. All right, let's do this.
It's an RP and move on.
Here you go.
Designated 5 minutes of RP.
Yep, yeah.
So,
All right. So, if y'all are good to go, so am I. Everybody, y'all loaded in the Foundry and everything? Everything's all good in that part?
should be good to go.
Word. All right. So if that is the case, y'all know what it is. Let's do this. So, if I can have each and every one of you all gather around the table, and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these survivors, but this, my friends, is a tale of the looming corruption, and that of a jaded destiny. This is the infamous tale of the Voden Knights in the Valley of Dreams. With that, we'd return as our heroes would seek to calm down the mushroom populace, but as they did, they'd inspire them to take up arms and truly assist the likes of the Voden Knights in their endeavors. With that, our heroes would gather forth and they would begin to hear rumblings from the likes of, well, Orbeer as well as Phil, the Myconid, not necessarily elders, but more so the Myconid spokespeople, the likes of the village. With that, our heroes would gather forth and prepare themselves for a battle like no other. They'd head to an area so familiar, but leaving a taste of defeat in its past. Our heroes would return to the likes of the valley and more as they would try to seek out this mechanical kraken. As they did, they'd find this individual had reinforcements waiting for them. Reinforcements in the likes of mechanical Nazgul specialty toads, equipped with these strange cloaking devices allowing them to jump further and farther, as well as being able to dodge the likes of our heroes' attacks. With that, the Kraken themselves begin to conjure all the bits of the elemental energy, specifically that of lightning, striking down our heroes. But, one by one, our Voden Knights begin to grab the likes of their arms, their swords, and shields. And eventually, they would take down this beast. However, Cora and Addy Dark would deliver the final blow, but it wouldn't be before Cora, Warforged cleric, would learn of some strange things about their past. Noticing that they were found in the likes of a snowy war, they were not alone fighting against the corruption. They'd find fighting at their side multiple werewolf creatures, and specifically one in the likes of an Addy Dark. With that, as bits of their past are slowly revealed, we'll have to see what the future lies in store for all of us. But, with the tournament rapidly approaching, we'll have to see exactly how they all prepare. For that, my friends, this is where we pick up on Session 31 of Soulbound, Valley of Dreams. For that, my friends, we pick back up and we swap maps to exactly where we left off. Let me swap over here. All right. Let me swap over here. So, for those of you guys who ever had the streams on, like way back when, this is the original theme song I used to use for the starting soon screen and such. The little theme song for the intro and all that. I felt like it always fit the Jade of Dragon Valley the most anyways, so might as well add it to the likes of Valley of Dreams for a new chapter, beginning for new beginnings.
Copy.
Alrighty. With that, as that is ending in more, we look over as we look towards our heroes. They seem to be gathering forth right outside of the water and more, as there is a heap of Nazgul specialty toads left and right, scattered about, destroyed and defeated. See, as you all are able to eventually subdue the likes of the Nazgul toad over to the side, specifically towards the left, and you have them kind of, I assume you have them knocked out unconscious?
Just knocked out.
Easy enough. I'll mark this down as he is unconscious for now, and that's all that needs to be done with that. Now, as we look over, seeing at the bits of destruction, it's up to you all, Voden Knights, on whether or what you would kind of want to do with, well, not only just looting the likes of these corpses and more, but if there's anything else you'd like to do here, or if there's any discussions needed to be had. So with that, turn towards you. What would any of you say or do?
Gore ravages and scavenges for every little thing he can find.
Easy enough.
While he's doing that, Agni would approach Cora and kind of ask her, so, with our enemies defeated, how was that for training? You seem to be able to move not only one, but multiple of those toads with ease. You seem to be a quick learner to remembering your powers.
Oh, yes. Sorry. It felt really good. I this power that was within me that it felt like it took forever to get out, and thankfully Rose gave me the strength to be able to pull and push and move these bigger targets than what I've been practicing with. It kind of felt natural.
Soon you'll be able to push, pull, and move mountains even. Your strength brings inspiration to all of us, Cora. It was a good job today.
Thank you, Alex. That means a lot. Oh, well, like, I was gonna heal you, but you're already uninjured.
For flavor, you can heal him
You're
up and all that.
uninjured.
She puts her hand on your shoulder, and then you just, you see like her eyes kind of change colors a little bit, and she heals you. Whatever wounds you had, they start to slowly close.
I
forgot.
Man. Feel
Yeah, I
better
forgot.
already.
I forgot you was shooting deep threes the entire match.
They call me Chef Curry with the shot.
Yeah.
Goodness. So, with that, as you all begin to, or as you and Cora are having this conversation, Cora, oh damn, you just run away from Rose, goddamn.
Oh shit.
No, you're good. You'll see as she'll look over and you see not a super she doesn't really show too much emotion, but you do notice as there is a warm smile on her face. Now, you look over and she'll see as she says, Cora, that was wonderful. You have grown so much in only a matter of days. This is astounding, to say the least. Good work.
As much as I would love to take lots of credit for it, but I wouldn't be able to do it without your assistance and teaching me the ways. So I am very grateful, and I hope one day I'll be just as good as you are.
Well, if you keep up the progress, then that won't be too long from now. That said, we'll kind of look over at all of the destroyed robots and such. what an insane amount of enemies that were slain in the likes of this battle. But you all have proved yourselves time and time again. They'll kind of look over towards you, Cora, but also kind of looking over towards the war chief and say, "It has been a pleasure seeing exactly what the Voden Knights are capable of, as well as staying in your village for such a time."
This is just the start. A small taste of what we can do, especially with you and your brother at our sides.
Of course.
Speaking of which, she gives Rose a letter for your brother, as you had requested.
Thank you. I will make sure to give this to him right away. It shouldn't be much longer until the likes of the Samadans arrive here. Not too many, only enough for an escort.
And Azor nods.
That, as you do. Is there anything else everybody else will be doing?
Yeah. Zaman is going to get a tentacle and an eye from this kraken.
Got it. As you do, trying to get the likes of the the Kraken's eye. Not too hard to kind of do. You're able to sort of grab one or two, and as you do, the other ones are kind of like eviscerated from the likes of the battle specifically, but two are still in working order and functionality for you, so you can add that to your inventory.
Did Gore get the one that he pulled out from the clash?
Yeah. So that would technically be 3.
Copy. And then just some tentacles, and then he'll yell over to Gore and say, "Gore, I believe you've done a thorough search of this area. What have you found?"
I don't know. What have I found?
Well, if that's the case, you guys using the nat 20 on the resources, here is what you all get. So, first things first, we're gonna hype this up for a second. Okay, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm gonna need Gore roll a d4 plus 2. I need Azor roll a d4 plus 2. Agni d4 plus 2, and we're gonna go with Cora roll a d4 plus 2. Alright, so that's gonna be that's good. So that's gonna be 5 extra gold coins, 6 extra mana, and then Azor, it's gonna be 8 more poison. Oh, you did 2d4 plus 2. Hold on. I'll take the first one, so it's 2 plus 4. Plus 4, so 17 total. And then Chorus, 5 more materials on top of that. All right, y'all ready for? Oh, and also I need Addy Dark roll a d100, and Zaman roll a d100.
Copy.
I know I was going to
Big
roll higher
numbers.
than one.
Rolling.
No, I was gonna
Rolling.
God
Is this a
damn.
Limp Bizkit song? What's going on right now?
All right. 92. Oh, damn, that is funny. All right. And the other one, oh shit, what the fuck is that? All right.
I love that reaction.
I always get confused with these items. I think it's fine, but you guys are rolling for magic items right now. Oh, just that one. Okay, I might have to. Blah blah blah. Yeah, Zaman, roll a d100 one more time.
Copy.
That. I'd never heard of these before in my life.
He
What the
knows
fuck
I'm
is
all
that?
like that exotic shit.
Oh. Okay, that's kind of funny. All right. I feel like for a certain elephant, this might be a little bit useful eventually. Oh god. All right.
Elephant.
So if the coyote don't think that elephant ain't getting. Actually, continue.
Also, Aggie got the voice belt on still. So here's what you guys get. So you get another set of Eyes of Charming. And what you also get is... yeah, right. So, actually, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna have you reroll. Addy Dark, roll another D100.
Listen, how many times you gotta keep giving those away?
Everyone's got them.
They just go back to the shop.
Got the specs, bro. Got the specs. 76, is that anything different? Yeah, roll one more time. One more time. 94. Okay. With that, so what you guys get is, from your magic item rolls, Horseshoes of a Zephyr. Yeah, perfect. And also, you get Gloves of Missile Snaring. So, I know the Gloves of Missile Snaring, they're basically like if you ever played a monk, it basically allows you to catch missiles. Or like...
It's good for Addy.
Yeah, it sounds like you have it. Does it interfere with your mitts, bro?
No.
No, it just grabs
Go
things
for
out
it,
there.
bro.
That's an Addy item.
So you can straight up just
It just
grab
makes
like
sense.
arrows, bullets, trees getting lodged, like freaking lodged towards you or whatever, all that stuff. That is what the Gloves of Missile Snaring kind of do.
I want Gore to have taught his old monk ways to Addy. I think it'd be funnier that way.
All right, if you want to roll RP that, perfectly fine.
We could do when we get back to the village next time he's trying to catch a missile.
The Horseshoes of Zephyr is this. So they're iron horseshoes. They come in a set of 4. I'm gonna allow them to attach them to any like land creature. And while all 4 shoes are affixed to hooves or a horse or something similar, it allows the creature to normally or move normally while floating 4 inches above the ground. This effect means the creature can cross or stand above non-solid or unstable surfaces such as water or lava. Creature leaves no tracks and ignores difficult terrain as well. In addition, the creature can move at a normal speed for up to 12 hours a day without suffering exhaustion.
Oh, that's definitely going on the elephant when we take it.
Yep.
Hilarious.
So, who wants... so, is that confirmed? Is Adidar getting those gloves?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it does
because,
make sense. Yeah.
He's only one item, so yeah, bring him up to at least 2.
All right.
Plus, I think he can flavor that the best with his character.
Yep. True. That was cool.
Give him some defense or all them range attacks.
Use for that action.
Get some missile mitts, bro. Missile mitts.
Missile mitts. Alright, 1 second, y'all. What is it called? Oh, here we go. Inventory. So, Addy Dark. So that's so you don't have them immediately equipped right now. In order to attune to a magic item like this one, you have to take a short rest and such, and then during that short rest, you then attune to the item. So whenever you guys rest, let me know, and then I will hook you up with that. Also, on that note, Addy Dark, is your character sheet set up for me to re-import it?
Yeah, you're good to go.
All right, dope. Oh, hold on, before I do anything, let me fix up your gauntlets and throw them over to Mal. This, you're almost done. In the meantime, while I'm kind of doing this in the background, I'll give you guys how much loot that you have gotten from this. So, you have gotten a total of, count them, 14 mana, 17 poison, 25 soul coins, and 38 materials.
Copy. And by poison, do you mean meds or they're strictly poison?
Yeah, poison and meds, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
Out of context, that sounds so fucked up. Gloves.
Small question. Is this altar here? Is that the one that was destroyed before?
Let me make sure and check. 2 seconds.
I ain't never seen Gore walk by an altar they didn't destroy, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm just double checking, bro. It all depends on who's it to.
It's not towards Heliod, I'll tell you that much.
It
I remember
ain't the only one on the. Yeah, it ain't the only one on the shit books.
Yeah, no, man.
He
that's when all
already
the next
destroyed
people
it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Because
Yeah.
the next
He
showed up,
been
the minute you
destroyed.
destroy that shit.
That's
For
the
the
one I
last
destroyed a
time
minute
we-
ago, right?
Actually,
I'm
yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah, you already.
Cool.
Yeah, you already you already did the thing to this one.
Yeah, figured. Just making sure that one is cleaned up.
Cleaned up.
All right. So Addy Dark, you got your stuff set up, and I'm gonna give you the missile snare and stuff. All right, you should be good to go. All right. So with that said and done, Gore, you kind of report back, and having all the materials in hand, you kind of just drop them off into a pile. And Zaman and Gore, is there anything else you would be saying to each other?
Excellent work, God.
No problem, greedy one. We've already made short work of that dirty altar. We can move on.
Excellent. Let's head back.
With that, you'll see as you just hear 2, 3,
Did we get
4.
any? Did we get any medals by any chance?
Medals. Yeah, you get a total of 3 things of plate for this. Most of them were kind of destroyed in the process. But
Cool.
as sort of happening, you'll see as a couple of builder spears will begin to start forming over, and as they do, they'll begin to start adding to the likes of the pile as well, and they'll begin to start walking over towards a couple of individuals. As they do, chat has given you, or specifically Ambrose has given you guys 1 mana crystal, and on top of that, they have given inspo to where is it? To Agni and Azora.
God,
It's probably the Meta Crystal Trojan stole from us that one time.
All right. So with that, everything should be updated. You're good to go. Is there anything else anybody would be saying or doing while you guys are here before I go to Addy Dark?
Yeah. Cora would just tell Rose after she said what she said. She would say, "Thank you. Our team is strong when we're together. Well, we're strong when we're separate, but we're even stronger when we're together." And then she looks at Rose, and then she would say, "There's one last thing I would like for you to teach me at someday. It doesn't have to be anytime soon, but the way you move around, how you levitate, that's something that I'm interested in."
You'll see as they kind of look down and then they kind of chuckle for a moment. I almost forgot about that. It's more of a case of being so in tune with telekinetics and such that I kind of forgot that I was floating, really. I wouldn't be surprised if you eventually were like this. If you practice as much, then I'm sure you'll be there. I can try to assist when it comes to this, and maybe even give you... And you'll see as they begin to fly up, they'll cast the spell Fly, and they'll begin to fly up 30 feet. Just about. Or not 330 feet, but as they kind of do, they'll look over and say, I could eventually teach you something like this, but probably being another time.
Yes, I would love that. Another time.
You'll see as they drop down, and they'll begin to kind of dust themselves off before eventually looking over. We come towards the likes of the, of course, the Kraken and more. We'll see as Tali will kind of look over towards Addy Dark and say, gosh, good work. Hey, mind helping me pull this sort of thing out of the water?
Out of the water? But why?
Are you using this thing for materials?
So you're one of those as well. You sympathize with these robots, huh?
Sympathize. It's more of they have useful parts. Might as well use them. Ain't no point of letting them go to waste.
He'll spit on the closest piece of rock around him, if possible. It's a big ol' if you insist. And then what do you want me to pull here? What is he grabbing? The frog or the Kraken itself?
Kraken itself kind of just asking for like Cora and just anybody else willing to help to kind of just pull this thing out. So you guys can actually get it for materials.
Yeah,
can
Core
assist.
definitely join.
Between all the likes of you, eventually you're able to kind of pull out the likes of the toads and more, and eventually you guys are scrapping all of them, hence why Gore's able to get everything. Eventually you kind of drag them all the way over here, send them off to the side from everything. With that, you guys are free to kind of loot the likes of it. Gathering forth, if someone would like to make a survival check to kind of scrap this thing.
I can do it.
Go for it, Zaman. 21, good stuff. But as you do, you look over and you're able to gather a couple more materials, sort of feeding it over towards Gore. Hence the roll that you guys gained earlier for 38. But what you also notice is you're able to gather forth a couple of the stranger sort of, how you say, properties of the likes of this Kraken. Looking over towards it, it seems to have a abundance of ink when it comes to it. It seems definitely poisonous for sure, but it also seems to be something that could, if manipulated, could definitely provide a interesting means of camouflaging oneself, similar to that of a fog cloud spell.
B. Yeah. Zamana harvest that. And then he'll have that in the unconscious toad sent to the R&D facility.
All right. So, Matt, is there anything else anybody wants to say or do before this next part?
Cora would want to talk to Talia.
Got you. As you'll see she's kind of dragging the last four bits before looking towards Cora, saying, "Good stuff in the fight."
Yes, you fought very, very well. I saw the strength from you from afar, but I saw it in your eyes. And she would tap her shoulder and heal her. Yeah, she's gonna heal her, and then and just tell her how great that she did and how strong she was.
As she begins to do so, she'll thank you and say, most of you all did sort of the work. I was just making sure that most of you could stay alive and keep fighting strong by a roast. So, yeah, appreciate it.
You did well. Question. For your assistance, what is there anything that she's gonna look at her weapon. What type of weapon does she hold?
She holds a scimitar,
Scimitar.
specifically from the Forbidden Expanse.
She will look at her scimitar and say, how attached are you to your weapon?
A bit. To be honest, been with me for a while. Probably needs an upgrade of some sorts, but what'd you have in mind?
Well, it seems you've read my mind. I'm gonna try to see if I can perhaps upgrade your weapon, for your valiant bravery and your help. I noticed that you gave everyone around you the strength to continue fighting, and she's referencing her using bless on everybody. And I think that should be well rewarded.
Oh. Look over and look towards the blade for a moment, kind of examining it. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's probably, definitely time for an upgrade or some sorts. Thank you, Cora. I really appreciate this.
Oh, we appreciate you, Talia. And that's all I have for Talia.
Got it. Howdy, Dark. Is there anything you'd be doing?
I'm free right now.
All good. All right. Everybody's good to go. Then here's what would happen next. Eventually, you'll see as Rose will begin to look over and say, "Oh Oh goddamn! Someone breathing heavy in the mic.
Heavy.
You'll see as Rose will begin to point out. Oh, probably the Inquisitor pointing out first. Their eyes glowing green before looking over towards Rose before it repeats that same thing. Not green. Excuse me, red. And eventually you'll see as Rose will point out and say, It seems to be that the Samadans have arrived. Oh, that's... It seems to be that I'm getting ready to bid you all farewell. And as this is getting ready to happen, you see the flapping of winged beasts beginning to occur. Now, they are large, but definitely not the largest things that you guys have fought. You find a couple of more feathery creatures in the likes of griffins. As they begin to strike down onto the ground, begin to continue on for several feet, walking about. And you'll notice as there are two Samadans guiding the likes of these creatures. And as they do, they'll begin to look over before reeling them back for a moment, before waving and putting a hand up towards all of you in acknowledgement. With that, as this is said and done, we'll see as Rose is getting ready to prepare themselves and head over towards the likes of them. But if there's anything else you guys need to say or do with them, then now is the time. If not, then they will head off.
Cora would just say, till the festival, I'll see you. And thanks again, Rose.
Yeah, Azora said. Oh, go ahead.
That's it.
I was just saying, we're going to also send some couple of hundred of gold for some mana crystals. And yeah, we'll just do all that after. Probably gonna buy 14, which I think the math came out to like 300 or something. But we'll just do that after.
Oh, and also here, I actually found these a little while ago. You'll see she's gonna pull out 2 soul coins from chat.
Zoro, take that. Appreciate it.
I figured you would probably get better use out of it than, well, us.
She nods.
Is this Saman, were you trying to say something? I guess before.
No,
acting.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. Before acting.
Oh no, he would just approach her, just reach out a handshake to shake her hand, unmarked hand, of course, if possible. And just going to say, I hope you have safe travels back. We'll see you very soon.
And you as well. I hope and trust that this effort, when it comes to this approaching battle or war, will be favorable. And if it does, or if things do seem to break out, we're only a floating island away.
Good to know. Have a safe flight.
Thank you. Rose is gonna get ready to start heading over, but if there's any Zaman, were you trying to do anything with the Inquisitor or not?
Yeah, he'll say one note to the Inquisitor. He'll say, I appreciate the bond we formed. I look forward to continuing our relationship.
As you do. No words, not even much of a facial change. You'll see as the mask that they wear, and to hold it onto their face before they do a nod. Where's you, Zaman?
Zoro look at Pyro and go, yep.
God damn it. Pyro! They're very confused. That Samadans will begin to gather forth, and they will head over towards the likes of the warriors and such. As they do, Rose will begin to step onto one of the griffins, and the Inquisitor stepping on the other. Eventually, you'll see as they all begin to send their final waves and regards, before eventually griffins will take flight and begin to head off further towards the valley, further towards their home. Message in hand, and good spirits in tow. But as they all disappear, Voden Knights, it seems to be only you all. Is there anything else you guys are doing, or are you heading back to the village?
We'll head back to the village, but before we go, Cora would say, Zaman, Agni, and Azora, I must speak with you guys in the war room or wherever. And then she would let Addie and Gore and Talia know, for our great fight, I say we have drinks at the tavern. Unless everyone wants to go to the tavern, but specifically those three.
Go like, quiet one. Drinks again? I'll race you there.
And Gore gets on his feet to go ahead and make it an even race and start sprinting.
You would lose that race.
Hell no. I'll tell you what, Gore, you got 20 feet of movement, walking speed. I want to see what will happen. All right, Cora, you're in heavy armor and such. There's a chance. I need both of y'all to make dexterity checks, and Cora, you have advantage.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, God. 14, Gore the Meadows. 5 one more time because you got advantage.
You got dusted by
Bro,
a sprite.
Gore drops down from the ground and he just Speedy Gonzalez is out of there, bro.
Got dusted by a sprite.
I got all this heavy armor on,
bro.
man. I got all this heavy armor.
Dusted.
All you see is glitter, bro. All you see is glitter.
Just the glitter trail just getting caught in your eyes and more as you see as Gore is gone.
Actually, no, I used Mage Hand and I grabbed him and put him back behind me.
Gore, as you kind of are going about it, you kind of feel like a little tugging sensation. Cora, make a wisdom check for me.
Wisdom.
Oh boy, goodness gracious!
Oh, I love it.
Gore,
You used all your juice up already.
Yeah, I did.
All of it.
Get it out of your system.
Gore, what do you do to like? You see the mage hand sort of forming right behind you. What do you do to kind of dodge it or keep going?
Gore comes to a hard stop, just straight cartoon stops, and falls down on purpose. And the hand just goes by. He rolls over and he gets back up, sprints again. He's out. Glitter, B. All you see is glitter, and part of that glitter pops up in Cora's face. Got glitter all on Gore's face now. All on Cora's face now.
Cora would laugh at that, the whole thing going on, and she would laugh that Gore bested her. So she's like, and you usually never see her laugh at all, or even smile. But this time, trying to capture Gore and Gore besting her, she has like a smirk on her face.
Gore's happy. He's running back to the bar, bro.
All good, all good. So, Cora and Gore, y'all headed to the bar. Anybody else say anything on the way there, or nah?
Real quickly on the way back there. But I guess this is just quickly before Cora's and Gore's race. Agni would just ask Cora if he could get. Wait, I wrote it down. He needed to get a truth serum from Cora. So you just say, Cora, whenever you have a free second, I'd like to borrow 1 or 2 of those truth serums you've been making.
Zaman has his truth serums.
Probably want 2, just in case.
Will do. I do have to stop by at to check out Opie in the lab, and I'm sure we have some stuff in there for you. I'll be sure to give it to you.
Appreciate it. I'm good.
All right.
Zoro yellow. Let's go, Adidak. We're headed back to the kingdom.
He rolls up one pant legs and proceeds to do a gangster walk over.
Goodness gracious. All right. So, One by one, all the Voden Knights begin to head back towards the lights of the village. Now, as you all do, let's get an order of events and see where everybody's going. We'll handle it that way. So, start us off. So Cora, where are you immediately heading?
If everyone is cool with going to the tavern, then she would do the tavern. But if people are going to the war room, whatever, she can do that. So I guess it depends.
Can we converse in the tavern? Do you care if we converse in the casino?
Yeah, is it private or like what was
No.
It's
not private
under
at all.
construction casino can be that middle ground.
No, yeah, it's not private at all.
All right, so yeah, let's just go to the casino though for the convo.
All right. So with that, you all begin to head over there, and I'm gonna drag each and every one of your tokens. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny.
While we're kind of walking back, Agni would call over Azor while we're all walking, and he would strike up a conversation with her, not like loud enough for everyone to hear, but it wouldn't be like very secretive. He would just like be talking to her as we're walking back, especially because everyone's around and the whole thing with the marks. And as we're going back, Agni would approach Azora and say, "That time you had me leave, Cora came up to me with a bucket of lava. She didn't really know where it came from, and I don't know how you guys got it. The main point of this is that bucket, it can be molded, the lava inside of it. I've gotten some of my memory back, and I believe this lava can be used, shaped, molded into a weapon. I tell you this because this weapon is something that could be important. This weapon is something that can harm not only the ops, but the leaders themselves. The ones that call themselves the Eclipse."
The weapons that Grau spoke of, the ones that can deal fatal blows to those like Rarakar and the hooded astro figure.
Exactly.
And you're saying we have enough resources to create one of those weapons?
Yes and no. These weapons aren't purely you take some metal and iron them out into a pointy sword. These are living, breathing weapons. They say whenever someone makes a weapon, they put a little bit of themselves into it. These weapons require the wielder to put a little bit of themselves into it as well. I think this goes without saying. If anyone should be wielding a weapon against the ops, I trust you to wield said weapon. But I don't know if you have anything you'd like to give up to achieve your dream.
She's as she's walking, she starts looking around the forest and or woods wherever we're at, and she starts thinking. She's like, "There's not much I can think of. I was never one who possessed many things, of course. Nothing besides my blade and she looks around and she can't think of anything else."
This isn't an easy decision at all. But the greater thing you sacrifice and give up, the more powerful this weapon can become. I've heard you speak that a weapon is an extension of your body. To put down your weapon would be like putting down your own arm. This would be putting down your entire life to this type of weapon. I implore you to think long and hard if this is a road you'd like to walk. Because if not, I'm sure someone will. But I tell you this, Azura, you are my first choice to wield this weapon, if you have the will and determination to do so.
My determination to defeat the ops, my resolve to see them destroyed, has never shattered nor weakened since the day we came out of the astral crystals a long time ago. Although I may not fully remember what has happened between now and then, I do know that my hatred for the ops burns deep, as well as the Zhao dynasty. Both those groups, well, if it was up to me, Voden wouldn't see either of them ever again.
Then you have a choice to make, Azura. Even though you don't have material possessions, there are many things that can be sacrificed or put into a weapon. I don't think any of us here can make that choice for you. It wouldn't be right. This is a decision you have to make. I say all this not to insult your will or determination, more so to bring it out of you, just to see how far you're willing to go.
Back on the floating isles, I made a deal with Korra and Zaman and the others to spend the last bit of the time I have left here on Voden for helping them to fulfill the things they would like to fulfill. Part of that is ensuring the security and protection of the Voden Knights in the Mushroom Kingdom and all of her allies. For that, I am willing to lay down my life if need be.
You know, with the tournament coming up, you and I both know, you especially, there'll be no fair fights. There's going to be, let's just say we need to win at any cost. I'm prepared to make sure the Voden Knights come out on top. I hope you are as well.
She looks straight ahead and as she grabs the hilt of her blade and she says, "We need those weapons in the armory. Whatever it takes to retrieve them, it is what the knights must do to protect Voden." There was a time when Hannibal once told me that when it comes to the Zhao dynasty, they do not respect the concept of honor, so that I do understand. And in my duel with the coyote, they did not respect the ones. So I do not expect them to play fair, as you say. However, I do not want us to get lost in the mud. But if we have to get bloody, I'm willing to.
You see as Agni nods, noticing the strength of like your resolve and your. He says to you, "I know this isn't a decision you'll take. Get back to me later with your definite answer. Although you're saying Yes, now. I want you to be 100% sure. I want you to think about it. Take some time for yourself before this gets done. You know where you'll be able to find me. Come see me at the blacksmith, if this is what you choose to do.
And she'll nod and she'll say, we'll talk more upon it. For now, let's go celebrate in the casino. And, War Chief, I appreciate your faith in us, and in me in particular. It is no easy feat dismantling and dispatching the foes of the kingdom, but it is something I do not for anything altruistic, but in the name of the Voden Knights, your militia.
I appreciate it. Great things are never done by a single person. It's by a group or a team of people. We are only as strong as each other.
And she nods and she says, ain't that the truth? And yeah, carries on.
I was muted. All right. So, as you all do, let's get this list going down so I can make sure who is going where. So, Cork, it seemed more of like depends on what everybody else is doing. So
Yeah, I think we all agree to tavern or casino.
everybody's at the tavern. You got it. All right, this is gonna be the funny thing. All right. So if that is the case, eventually, as you all begin to arrive towards the likes of the tavern and more, you hear the people sort of laughing and cheering. There seems to be a decent amount of individuals inside. As you do, you look over, and this is what you all would see as you walk on in. Eventually, you'll see as Dugar is also in the likes of the tavern and more. And Gore, you look over, and Kolkasha seems to be entertaining the likes of multiple folks and individuals, as well as sort of reveling and telling stories and such of their time in the likes of the valley. And as this is sort of said and done, you look over, and there are also several other individuals. Some of you know them well, others not so much. And they seem to kind of be drinking and reveling or having a great time as they sort of do, or kind of minding their own business. You'll see as Keeper Rai is also in attendance and more, as they seem to be talking towards a bard at the moment, but also making sure that any souls are active and they're doing as they need. But as you do, you guys know where the secret room is for the Voden Knights specifically. You guys can take yourselves there or hang out here. Which is yours. There's also another thing. Oh god, yeah. Almost forgot them. There's also another thing at the front of the bar, having the time of their life. Yeah, it's Kashir. Almost forgot to hide their token.
Check your mans, bro. Check your mans. And there are two gores, bro. There are two gores for some reason.
Two gores. Oh god. Fast.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
There are two gores. I know you want to resolve that. And before we go to the room, Gore's just gonna go to the bar, go Kokasha, and see what he's been whipping up, and see if he got to working on what we discussed.
As you do, he's already looking over. He just kind of like, the knights, wonderful to see you all. And here, I got that thing for you, Gore.
Ah, yes, you work well.
And Gore kind of wink nods.
Make sure there are two.
Yeah.
With that, I even have or even a bit more. Seems to be that the gods were favorable this time.
Just run it, bro. Just run it.
Like that, you'll see as eventually drinks are sort of passed your way, Gore, and you can do as you wish with them. With that, you'll see as they're kind of Cole Cautious definitely seems to be enjoying the likes of themselves in this tavern. They seem to be talking to the likes of a Mike and it as well as Gashir and more, and they're just enjoying life right now, enjoying the work.
Azora will hit the square on her belt to go into her normal clothes.
Really putting me to work over here. No, I'm kidding. That's all good. I got you.
Would ask everyone. Oh no, go ahead.
No,
No, Cora would ask, what would everyone would like to drink?
And Gore would be like, "No need for you and the greedy one to guess." And he would give them the drinks.
you got it. As you do, you pass it by, slide them their drinks, and they're good to go.
Okay. Is Talia in here?
Sally, yeah, she's outside. I'm just getting everybody started set up.
No, that's cool. Just making sure she was around.
Mhm.
Okay, so I guess do you want me to start?
We can go to the secret room first or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit the secret.
Go to the VIP section.
All right, as you do, you got it. You look over and kind of as you do, Zora, you pass by the likes of a couple of the Fable Rangers and more, kind of looking over towards Azalea for a second. That little strange sensation that you dealt with before begins to ring for a moment and it begins to eventually pass. Zaman, as you're kind of passing the likes of Kami Kabili, aka the bugbear individual off to the side, you feel a strange sort of sensation in your mind, but eventually it fades and passes. You felt it before when it came to the likes of you ever suffering a bit of cosmic energy, so it's nothing too crazy or something you're not unfamiliar with.
Copy.
Alright, you guys can drag your tokens to the likes of the VIP section over here, and that is up to y'all. Oh, were you asking for... It was just the Knights, right? Tally isn't joining this?
Nah, she don't have to join this.
Alright, gotcha.
But Cora would get her a drink though before and tell her to enjoy herself. She earned it.
Easy enough. As that happens, you all begin to go about yourselves, close the likes of the door, and you see as there is an extravagant room specifically made for the likes of the Knights. It has even the bits of your sort of tenants and more, and it has each of your or a seat respectively for you, and also a little area specifically for those who don't necessarily sit down. But you guys are free to talk about whatever you wish.
And I'm guessing we all got a mix of the drinks or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pulling them up right now.
Copy.
These okay, question. These magical drinks or are these regular?
For Cora and Zaman, they got to be strong enough. So if they got to be magical, so be it.
They're the specific thingy. But for everybody else, what about y'all?
No, Agni does not drink in public.
Yeah, Zora don't drink at all, so.
And Cora doesn't drink either.
No, you have a drink, Cora. You've been insisted upon a drink. Cora ran all the way down here for a drink. You gonna take this?
Zaman was go. I don't usually partake in drink, but since we are business partners, I'll have a drink with you.
Gore definitely make sure his is magical, bro. But definitely he definitely has like a very mead looking drink, and he insists Cora take the drink. So
Can you just bring Pyro in here on her shoulder?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he's all the way down there in the war room.
Let me drag him over here and I'll give her original token.
It's funny because that picture makes perfect sense now why he's in the war room.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Messing with Ag
Touching stuff, bro.
Doing what he's not supposed to.
Yeah, and I'll have whatever Gore was serving up. I thought he was trying to serve us something specific.
You see Cora looks at Addie,
Gotcha, Addie.
and with her, you just see the glass just somehow moves closer to Addie, and she just gives you a look. Like a
No.
smirk. Like,
Gore puts his hands down and he hands Addy his drink.
Oh boy.
And Gore flies up real close to you.
Quiet one. It won't even bother your metal body. Give it a try.
Gore's just gonna sit there and he's gonna hold that drink towards you. Still otherwise. He's cheers in a victory, bro. Don't leave your mans like this.
As she is entertained, she'll say perhaps at another time. But since we're here, I want to celebrate with you all for our, big fight that we had. We usually don't celebrate after battles, but I think it's good that we start doing team building, not necessarily team building, but celebrating our success. Just to get that all out the way. She looked at everybody,
and Gore just continues to hold the drink in your way because that's how we celebrate, bro.
Azora said, "It is." Go ahead, Cora. No point in leaving Gore hanging.
You'll see.
Gore, as she would look at Gore and say, "Well, Gore, you did best me earlier, so I guess the least I can do is have a sip."
Cheers to my victory, at least, quiet one.
Let me change this. I'm gonna change this. There we go.
Bro, RP before you sip, bro. RP before you sip.
As they're doing this, you'll see Zaman brings out a pipe and lights it.
Oh, yep, here we go.
Oh, that moon grass.
Oh boy, I'm getting flashbacks. All right, so as you do, question so Zaman, you are lighting moon grass and more, and then anybody else who is drinking are gonna handle this all at once.
Yeah, Zaman's drinking, so.
All right, Zaman, make a Constitution saving throw for me. Now you have the good stuff, so it even affects you in your metal body for the moon grass at least.
Copy.
All right, 23. You're good. You're chilling. It's all good. So for the rest of you, I believe this is Cora and Zaman and also Gore and Adidar, correct? Or am I crazy?
Yep.
All right, I need.
That's fair.
Got you. And for this, if you now, it wasn't really ever clear. So Gore, did you get them or did you get Adidar a magical drink, or did you just get him?
Addy got regular degler. He ain't trying to overproof nobody. The only thing is he's just trying to have Cora and Zaman feel it. The greedy one, he knew he was going to be greedy, so he'd be an excellent test subject. But
all right,
he wants Cora to remember the good old days. So
with that, all right, Zaman and Cora, as you begin to take a sip out of this, it is a very, very potently strong sort of smell and also taste. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws with disadvantage.
Ooh, that's control or alt?
That is control 7. That is a fail.
Don't bother.
20. Goddamn.
Come on, chilling.
With that, this is fine. This will be okay. This is all fine and dandy. Cora, as you begin to take a sip for a moment, you begin to almost cough up for a second, not necessarily expecting the punch to it. And even within just a couple of sips in, more so just to explain over the sake of brevity, begins to hit probably like about only a fourth of the way in there. It is very, very strong. So, with that, is there anything you guys are saying or doing?
So is she like drunk?
Not yet, but or a fourth, you would definitely be like if drinking only a fourth of it, you'd definitely be tipsy, 100%.
Okay.
And that's only from one drink.
Right. So she'll say, guys, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I just want to talk about like what's been going on lately. Just these voices. I don't shit. Fuck. I don't remember if we talked about it before. But recently, this motherfucker, she threatened me in my head. So I had to say something back, and I didn't like the way she came off to me like that. And she's not really picking on that she didn't even mention the person's name yet.
Are you referring to Phoebe again, Cora?
No, not Phoebe. Fuck. Misery. Yeah.
Misery. Who?
We have no clue who that is.
This someone who's I think I told you guys about this. So out of character, she told you guys about her when we were in the war room.
Yeah, that's right. Last time, yeah.
So so back to drunk core. Off, who's part of the Grazi and the Gals, had this welcoming, nice, hey, it's peaceful talk. This is what we hear. We don't need you to stop doing what you're doing. Help the team out. And then this motherfucker over here said like she wanted to shoot hands. You know what I mean? And she threatened something about Blade and making things abundantly clear. So, as she's taking another sip now, because this shit is hitting. Do you want me to roll at a disadvantage for that?
Yes, sir.
Zaman will sip with her and he'll say, "Oh, wow, Car." He'll flip his coin and say, "Well, Car, there's an excellent place to settle this. The tournament is coming up, and unless this individual is a coward, she can always meet you there."
Oh, so that's okay. I got a 10.
So 15 and a 10. 10 would fail for this DC, and 16, just barely succeeding with that. So Zaman, you're starting to feel it, but you're not really tipsy, not even really crossfade or anything like that.
This is an excellent drink, by the way.
Sober chilling right now? I'm sober chilling right now?
There we go. I didn't see the thingy. So with you, let's make sure. So 27, yeah. First one, you're good. It's gonna take with that Constitution modifier, it's gonna take a lot of drinks or something, or a lot stronger, similar to the likes of when you were with Fabio, way back when. Now for the second time, that one will fail. You're starting to feel like a little bit of something, but nothing too crazy. You're probably gonna need another drink as well as this one. This will definitely get you going.
Glor already brought 2 more drinks in case the other 2 wanted some, so they're sitting on the table, by the way.
Azor will say, "Well, it is highly doubtful the kindred spirits will go to the tournament, so that may not be the case. Either way, it is just best we just go on without considering them."
But don't worry about it, Zora. Like, when I see her, it will be over.
That's what I'm saying. The chances of us seeing them is pretty slim to none, unless one of you want to take a trip to the desert.
And not right now. I don't think it's worth it.
And then Agni, you can hear her whispering very loudly. And then she will say, she will start fumbling with her words. So she's gonna try to send you a message in your head, and it's just a bunch of jargon. But it is a bunch of jargon because she can't say it verbally. It's just a bunch of jargon. But the only thing you can make out is Talia, please, weapon, scythe, scimitar. And you just see her head just like she's on that drunk lean right now. Now, if you notice, she started over here and she was trying to make her way to you, and she just got drunk. She climbed over the table. She tried to get past the mob, and she realized once she got here, she realized that let me just sit down because I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, Agni hasn't seen Korra drunk since Sands of Sin.
Oh man,
It's been a long time since I've seen Korra drunk.
It has been. You just hear her just whispering, "Agni." That loud.
no, I can hear you, Cora.
Same thing with you, Gore. I need y'all to make Constitution saving throws.
Like
Yeah.
she's like all of
DC has gone up even
Anzuma.
more.
Constitution saving throw. Got you.
17. Ooh.
Ugh.
So Gore. Oh yeah, Zaman. That is also a failure. So Gore, you look over at Core and you're like, damn, can't leave him hanging. This is like the old days. You need another drink. And as you do, you realize that, about 1 drink in, 2 drinks in, and such, this smaller sprite form is definitely catching up to you. You are drunk right now. Zaman, with that, as you begin to take more and more puffs of the likes of several bits of moongrass and more, for a second, the effects begin to definitely take over for a moment. And you see as several lunar moons of differing sort of shapes and phases begin to start placing themselves in the likes of this small room. You're definitely crossing it.
Copy. Zaman said, this is
Hold on.
excellent.
Addy-Dark, for you, you are tipsy at the moment, but if you want to be drunk, you can just down the rest of your drink immediately if you so wish. Your choice.
Oh no, man, I got Constitution for a reason, bro.
You got it. You chilling.
Yeah, chilling right now.
Right. So with that, you guys can keep on going on with, as you do.
While this is going on,
Voice mod.
yeah, while this is going on, Agni wants to look to Gore. I don't know how drunk Gore is, but you're gonna look to Gore and you're gonna say, Gore, question about not last fight, but the fight before. You did something I don't think any of us have seen before. I've seen your, as you call it, blood rage, but that was different. You were, let's say, a bit more oppy. What is going on with you?
Blessed, big one! That's what you mean. Go was blessed again. Blessed to crush.
Chill,
So-
chill.
So you're
Too
good.
loud.
You're fine. I just wanted to check on you.
Big one. Gore crushed 1. Gore crushed 2.
He's got 4 fingers up right now,
Gore crushed 3.
and somehow he has 7 fingers up,
Gore crushed 4.
and he's back to 1 finger, and then
Gore crushed 5.
somehow his 5 is exactly right.
Ah, they were easy. And then he felt the blessing pour through him.
You do know the color you were then. Right, Gore.
The color of Phoenix, was I not?
You were you were quite astral, some would say. Similar to this. And Agni will kind of bring forth a little bit of like the astral flame in his hands. I didn't know this was something you could do.
Gore doesn't know much of anything he can do until the blessing hits. And then he lets it flow.
I think I know where this is going. We'll talk more later, Gore.
Of course, big one. We fight fire with fire, wouldn't you say?
I do like to think that. It's well put, Gore.
Gore plops down, not in a bad way, just laughing when he does it.
As you do, Cora, make a persuasion check. What is it? The rules. You have.
Savant sprinkles a little mana dust in it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And he ain't
That's
even know
when
it.
Aggie leaves
And
the
she
room.
ain't even know
I gotta
it.
get him out of here.
She ain't even know it.
This is getting crazy.
It was
She ain't know
10
it.
minutes. Oh my god.
Oh, natural
Oh
20.
no.
She's back.
With that, and you put the mana dust into it.
Yep.
Oh, make a sleight of hand check. You have advantage because of Cora.
Copy.
Oh no.
You see Cora's going meow as she's nudging Addie.
Whoa! I'll look over and they will begin to look towards the drink, and then look towards Azora, and look towards the drink, and then look towards Azora.
I will get a drink.
Azora say, here in the Mushroom Kingdom, you're your own soldier. Go ahead.
Alcohol and fire.
Woo!
Whew.
Alright.
That's all I can say. Whew.
Alright, here's what we get. So Zaman, I need you to roll 3d100 for me, and they get the best result, because it's a minor sort of thing. It's a minor sort of thing. Alright, and also Constitution saving throw. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, cool. Wow. Vegetable. Give me. So you'll see as Pyro takes a drink. They take your drink, and you see as they begin to spit it out a little bit, and a bit of the fire begins to kind of fall onto the likes of the ground for a second, and we'll see what happens in a moment. But in the meantime, y'all do as you do.
So Cora will. Oh no, go. It's good, Zaman.
He sees a man in hell and he'll say, Kara, you need to level yourself. Yeah, and he'll offer her the pipe.
Bro, it's getting crazy in here. While he's offering the pipe, Azora will say to Cora before the pipe is handed, well, like I was saying, we don't have to necessarily worry about the kindred spirits. They're gonna do their own thing for now, and, well, we have our allies in the desert. Have you heard back from the Kalani Council?
Not.
Wait.
Are you trying to RP right now? Okay. Copy.
As Cora takes the spliff from Zaman, she'll look at it, gauge it, and take a quick hit.
The hell is this?
She's like,
Bro, what is going on?
You
Get me out of this small space.
You see,
Get me out of here.
This is
Pyro
madness,
looks
bro.
over and you see as 3 motes of light begin to start circling around them, protecting them, shielding them from any danger and any harm. But as it does, you'll see as they begin to look over, and a bit of their flames are sort of picking up for a moment. And you'll see as the flames turn from a bright red to that, a bright green. As the green flames begin to slowly start burning up up amongst them.
Can Agni control fire on these flames? Out of curiosity.
Yes, you can if you want.
Yeah. Agni is going to completely take these flames and start to fold them together, and he's going to just put them up, not touching the ceiling, but away from Pyro, away from Cora, and he's gonna leave them as lights above in the ceiling and start swirling them around, so it just turns into a disco in here.
Oh god.
It's just a vibe in here at this point, but he is just controlling them in a circle.
Got you. Copy.
as Cora got the spliff in one hand and the bottle in the other hand, she sees how the lights is the room is dark, but the lights look like she had the she got bottle service table. She's feeling herself, and then she go, Acting.
Oh no.
The lights are so bright and beautiful.
Oh no.
I'm crying. And then she'll look at Addie. Addie, I had these visions that we once known each other in a past life. And then she takes another hit.
Are you sure that's not the alcohol talking?
No, I swear, I swear, I was fighting a bunch of ops, and I heard this loud howling noise. It kind of looked like Pyro sound. And then she tries to touch the kitty, and she said, I looked over and I saw a bunch of massive sized wolves, and they were tearing the ops up. And they were killing them, curb stomping them, and it was like they had Timbs on. I mean, it was reckless. You know what I mean? So I saw some werewolves. There were some werebears, some Care Bears. It was all types of teddy bears. There was a lot. But Addie, and then she puts her arms around you, Addie.
So yeah,
there was this one thing I saw, Addie. And then she realized she's been smoking too much now, so she uses her telekinesis to put the spliffy to Pyro.
Hold on for 1 second.
Yo, what are you trying to do right there?
So I just did a history check. Do I know what she's smoking right now?
Yeesh.
Do you know what she's smoking?
Yeah.
Yes, you would. So you would know that this is basically moongrass. It is the equivalent of fantasy weed in Aurora. This has actually been made canon by the first group of Project Aurora. And essentially it is a fun little activity, if you will, that was made in the likes of in the plane of water specifically. And it was eventually transported to the likes of the material plane and more, due to a legendary water genasi and such, but it's made its way into the likes of Voden, and it is, I wouldn't say heavily used at all, especially due to the likes of the warrior nature of your clan, but it's not too crazy or too unheard of in people in the likes of your village or just in surrounding friendly villages and such, that they would definitely
especially to the west.
Yeah.
Especially to the west.
That they would use this a lot. Some using even more differing sort of herbal remedies or whatever you want to call it, the fun stuff. But those typically being the other Velkin soldiers and such. But yeah, you know exactly what the fuck this is. But while you're doing that, I need everybody except Agni, because you have a whole ass Bane mask on. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is jokes.
Addie, do you get down with the loud?
Apparently not.
Loud, do you?
Not, bro.
I have decided that one for him.
Apparently not, bro.
The dice want it.
Yeah, the dice is telling a story right now. They is telling us.
Y'all getting a little bit of a secondhand high, Corey. Yeah, you already know what's going down. It's getting worse and worse. Oh God.
But Addie, I saw like, oh fuck. I saw a baseball bat, and there was this blue shape, strapping, looked like a baseball player, like one of them Yankees looking ass dudes. You know what I mean? And it was you. And I heard your clan they were screaming something. Strike. Yeah, that's they were screaming that, and it was you. Now, Addie, look at me. You're drunk, Addie. Addie, you're drunk.
A question from the history check. Would I know if it's sativa or indica? Is there indica or sativa? That depends on my reaction.
Come on.
We're gonna go with the former.
Or indica.
I gotta make sure I get the reaction right. I just want to know if it's a body or if I'm gonna be a little more in my head. That's all I need to know. Is it like a body or a little more in my head?
Protection from evil.
It's more in your head. It's more in your head.
Cora, did you get that from Zaman?
Addy, I'm so faded right now. I don't know who gave it to me.
I don't know, but this doesn't feel like a safe place. I feel like if night creatures came in right now, we would not be ready for this, man.
Addy.
I'm just saying, man, like, tactically speaking, this is not a great area. We're kind of close quarter combat.
Eddie, come on,
I could
relax.
put someone in the face.
We have
but,
the
like, I mean,
fabled
like,
rangers.
What if I
out
like
there.
accidentally punch someone else in the face? Like if I did this, and then he's going to unarmed strike Cora by accident.
Oh god. Does it actually do damage, or is it just just blow slight punch?
Slight punch.
All right, you got it. Yeah. Just get decked her right into the shoulder.
Does Cora notice it or even feels it, or she's even aware that it happened?
Hold on. Yes.
Did it was it one of those things where it stops her from is it noticeably it just cuts her off guard, or she kind of saw it coming joking way?
What's the funnier narrative?
We about to turn this room upside down. So that's gonna caught her off guard.
Go for it. All right.
So that as you punched her, she uses her mage hand and tries to put the spliff in your mouth.
There's a lot of she ain't even know it going on.
What is going on, bro? What is going on right now?
How did this turn into the beach episode, bro?
What is going on, bro? What is going on? What do I have to do to defend myself from someone trying to put a spliff in my mouth magically? That's happening right now, bro.
The only way to defend yourself is to stop fighting, bro.
Is that
Addy, we're brothers.
Yeah,
we're brothers. Just
Brothers.
Addy.
Cora, you're a female.
Addy.
Gore yells out, "Hey! Don't shame the quiet one for how they identify."
Addy,
God.
you don't have a job. You ain't got shit to do. Just take this. Relax. Put the bat down and just take a hit.
Yeah. So he would not. Mostly because you got it from Zaman, and he just doesn't trust anything from Zaman. It's not, if it didn't come from Zaman, maybe not so, but yeah. So
she looks at Zaman and she's like, Addy, I can understand that. That motherfucker look evil as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, all I know, bro, is I was gone. I went hunting one session. I came back. Dude's got cornrows, got some weird ass tuxedo on or some shit. Flipping around some coin. It's some doubloon or some shit. I don't know what's going on with him, bro. Some serious crisis right now, bro. I don't know what's going on.
So as you see, Cora rotates her chair, so now she's facing exactly the same direction as Zaman, looking at Zaman, and she's like, "Yo, this nigga, yeah, cornrows out of nowhere, green eyes, gold teeth,
You see some
this nigga's like a tux. He look like the Monopoly man. Nah, you're right.
This dude went from some serious nerd shit. All of a sudden he's trying to hustle out here or something, bro. You know you weak, bro. You know he's reading books. He ain't really out here on the streets. You know that, bro.
She's nodding. Bro. She's still taking hits. I don't trust that. I don't trust him either.
What?
Yeah, hearing all of does Zaman hear any of this?
Oh, Cora is super loud, bro.
Hearing all this, Zaman to try to subtly cast minor illusion, and he'll try to do it in the voice of Auroraverse.
All right, bro. I'm gonna let you know now, bro. That DC gonna be high.
All right, you go for it.
Copy. We're doing to do my charisma check.
Yeah, let's call it a charisma check.
Copy.
Boy, that's up to you. That's up to you. You think it's 17 enough?
I was hoping for 18, but I'll give you advantage, bro. I'll give you advantage because I'm faded.
Yo, you saw you cast a Brocus, not a Iroas, bro.
That's talk, bro.
Terrible.
That's even better. If it sounds like bogus, bro, even better.
As you begin to sort of speak, you're kind of slurring your words, and somehow, some way, you kind of forget for a moment who Korra worships for a second. You know it's something between like either Roas or Mogus. It's something that ends with an S, and you just say one. You say Mogus.
So do I like hear what you're saying, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, this is clearly not coming from Zaman, but he'll have like the voice coming from like above, and he'll say, "Korra, your victory has been a lot, but you have not nearly the strength as you need. What will you do for my favor?"
What do I need to roll to just know that the Zaman's doing this?
Make an Arcana check. Pywo's gonna look over, and you're gonna see as they're getting ready to conjure a spell towards one of the lights, Agony.
Okay. I will keep a close eye on him.
All right, they're gonna cast Burning Hands on the light.
I counterspell it.
All right, you are lucky
Safety
you did,
first,
because
safety
as
first.
it does, you see as it gets rage, it just Pywo, and it would have been a max damage Burning Hands from the wild magic from earlier, and you just
Nope. Agni just looks at him and then just shakes his head and like gives him a Matumbo finger wag. That's not happening in here. Try that in the arena.
Pywo, Pywo.
Yo, we need to talk about Addy Zero though, bro. We need to talk about Addy Zero though.
They're gonna Burning Hands again. They're gonna look over at you.
He getting counterspelled again, and I'm looking at right now. Like he's looking at Azura, like Azura.
You see as the flames blowing up green.
You see Azura picks up Pyro, put it on her lap.
Yo, put that thing back in the Pokeball, bro.
keeps Pyro's hands pinned down.
Make an animal handling check, Azura.
She uses strength to pin him down.
All right, only if that means he's gonna use his dexterity then.
Alright.
All right, 12.
Hold on. You know what? Hey, let the dice tell the story. Man.
You see as, oh gosh, Pywo is just gonna slip out of the likes of your hand. They're gonna sort of climb up over, and as they do, they're gonna look over, and they're gonna look over towards Gore, and they're gonna be like, Pywo! They're gonna grab the likes of Pywo or Gore's shoulder. You have no idea what the fuck this dude is saying. Pywo! Pywo! And they point up towards the light.
Interesting. Can I actually, because I just took this spell, can I cast tongues on myself to talk to this thing?
You can. As you do, you hear the likes of Pywo saying, I just want to get the light. Let me get the light, but the turtle man won't let me. Why won't he let me?
You will not burn down this bar. We can chase some lights outside. It's probably best for you to stretch your legs a little bit while the rest of them reminisce. And Agni's gonna like use control flames and bring the lights like outside as they follow him, and he's trying to make these lights look super attractive as they're like spinning around, and he's going to try to like lead him out this bar. Clearly this thing has a ton of energy.
While those lights are going out, Gore doesn't say much. He's sitting down and he's watching the lights flow out, and all he says is,
Pyro indeed, little one.
All right, I have a question. One of the hold on, I got a question. It's been requested. I've had DMs. I've had.
Tell them their money business.
They already know what. Yeah.
Can any of the Voden Fables join in?
Well, before, yes, but Corey just got to do one last important piece, and then they can come.
Oh God, chaos! Nothing but chaos. Oh man.
He was on the way to out of leaving the room, Pyro, and you see like disco lights are like swirling around him, like kind of like, funny enough, kind of like a halo.
All right, hold on 1 second. I got you. This session is about to be nothing but jokes. All right, as you do, you're kind of leading Pyro out of the tavern. Where are you leading them to?
Just outside this tavern, and he's probably just gonna have him running outside the tavern to burn off some energy, just to get him in a safe place, away from burning this tavern down, while they continue to reminisce and smoke and do whatever they want out in there.
As you do, they will. Pyro will 100% go do that. As they begin to do so, they'll look over and they'll start chasing after the lights. Pyro! When they'll send a firebolt off, it just streaks into the sky. Pyro! It sends another one. They'll begin to start just chasing over after it.
You hear Zora yelling at them, Draconis! Draconis!
Oh,
since we're doing this live, Agni is going to. God, I used all my 3rd levels. I'm going to convert some sorcery points into a 3rd level spell slot and give tongues to Azura, so she can actually talk to Pyro as well.
All right.
Yeah, you hear Azora gets real close to Pyro and she says, Now just watch as it wades and concentrate before your fire.
As you do, you'll see as Pyro begins to look over. Okay, I will. I'll take this whole forest down. Hi! Whoa! And almost like a Kamehameha motion, you see as they begin to burning hands, the likes of not only just the area, but it begins to start building up amongst the likes of the tree and a little bit of the wood and more.
She instantly uses her Frostbrand to put that fire out. And she says, okay, we're gonna work on that aim. Let's aim at the lights, not the trees.
No. I think he's doing great, actually. keep going, Pyro.
Okay, well, God, both of you make persuasion checks. Azora, you have advantage. You have been with Pyro longer, but hey, man, you gotta be Agni.
She would let it rock if Chief says it. She'll just be here for just chaos control if the fire gets out of.
Between both of us, I think we can control a fire, but Agni's really curious how strong can this thing get right now.
Oh boy, roll a D100.
Uncle Agni, always business.
You hit his weakness. He's burning forces down. I got it.
You see as he's getting ready to do so, and as he begins to do so, you see as 3 motes of flames begin to start or emanating from him before Pyro! He's the cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level and just starts throwing them just off to the side. They strike into one another for a moment. You see as the flames begin to lick down onto the grass and begin to start burning up more and more.
Before they do any crazy damage, Agni obviously would control the fire that is being done, but he wants them to hit and just to see about how much damage can this thing do.
All right, are you just sort of looking at the damage first and then taking them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after he hits, he's going to kind of nod his head, and then kind of help with Azura with extinguishing the flames. And Agni is basically saying, "Oh God," he's basically saying, "It's not bad at all. How about this?" And Agni is going to just shoot a fireball up into the sky, just to kind of show him how far he has to go.
Hi, whoa. You see as his eyes go wide, he is entranced.
In time, you'll be able to do that. And more, I'm sure. Azura will put you on the right path. As he kind of winks at Azura.
And she'll say, soon enough, your fire will be able to burn down any forest.
You already know what's about to go down.
I see the kind of session this is.
Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. Goodness gracious. Here we are. Here we are. So with that, Agni and Azor, are you heading back in?
Yeah, if Pi was satisfied enough, then yeah, we'll go.
Oh yeah, if he is tired out, I need that guy tired out, about to go to sleep.
Yeah, okay. You eventually able to get him to that point. It takes you a little bit. But as you do, we're going to head inside, and then we're going to take a look back at what's happening in Core, Addy Dark, Damon, and Gore in 2 seconds. But as you all are doing so, Agni and Azor, you walk inside, and you see as 2 individuals seem to be gathering forth in the bits of this tavern. And they seem to be wanting to have a little bit of a conversation with you. Lyria and Trojan Mechazord.
Hello.
You see as...
What have we done today? What have we done?
If you guys could describe your characters for those who don't know what your characters look like for a second. So we'll start off with Lyria, and then we're gonna finish off with Trojan.
Alright. Hi, Winter. Also Lyria. Lyria looks like a musketeer. They have like this beautiful white hat with a beautiful golden feather on top of it. She has the musketeer outfit that you would think of with the leather armor. Now actually studded leather thanks to Acne. Thank you. And they are just, and generally they just look very happy at this point at the tavern since there's a lot of people in it.
At this point, and then Trojan Mechazor, what about you, Ambrose?
Oh yeah, you see a auto gnome that looks awfully like a goblin with a turtle for a shell.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You got it. And with that, as you kind of do, you look over and you see as War Chief Agni and Azor Lunista, individuals who have given you the likes of these quests are time and time again begin to enter the likes of the tavern, and you both or all 4 of you begin to lock eyes for a moment. It's almost like a standoff for a second. What would any of you say and or do?
Later we'll run up to Azor and Acne and say, "Hi, how you doing?"
It is good to see you again.
It's so good to see you both too. I also the rest of the Voden Knights. I haven't actually never met the other ones.
I don't know if this is the best showing of some of the Voden Knights, but they are currently celebrating a victory.
Lyria, Trojan, nice. You kind of take a sniff for a second. Yeah, you definitely smell some moon grass on them.
You got some left?
Here we go.
I believe there's some more in the room right there.
What have we done?
I actually wish I could get high. We could like try it out or something.
Gore is somehow gotten Warforge's drunk. I'm pretty sure there's something for everyone.
That is very nice. Lyria is just very happy, by the way. Anyone who actually sense magic of Lyria, it's just Fae. Everything about her, it's just Fae everywhere.
Trojan will bow towards Agni and says,
"Salutations, God King War Chief Agni!"
He will look at Azora, and he never met her, but I'm sure he heard about her.
You should show Azora the same amount of respect as you showed me.
Oh no.
Yes, my lord! Azora Ronista, the 1,000-fold blade! I greet you!
Yes.
She sometimes prefers Queen Azora.
Yes,
depending on how
queen!
icy she's
Queen
feeling
Azora!
Ooh, are you like an actual queen, or is that just like nickname?
She kind of like waves her hands like nah.
Anyways, the other knights are inside there if you'd like to introduce yourself to them.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Oh God, I'm anxious.
Don't be. It's just the same Voden Knights as ever, as Lear just pat the head.
I never met all the OGs.
Well,
Me
now's
neither.
your chance.
It's going
And
to be fun.
Don't forget, Trojan. Make sure you thank Cora for your weapon upgrade. She's in quite a festive mood right now.
Oh,
I sure will, my lord.
that is true. You did make my new armor, as Lear looks down. Thank you so much for that one, Acne.
Well, thank you for your service to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, of course, this place is amazing.
You'll actually notice on the armor is a VK symbol that lights astral color.
Ooh, nice.
With that, as you all are sort of talking and conversing, we head over towards the inside shenanigans. The Mongor, Core, and Adidart, what the hell is going on in here?
No, I'm gonna interrupt him before he does anything. So Gore reaches out and he's like,
Greedy one, where do you keep on getting all these bodies from?
and he puts his hand on him and casts Grim's psychometry.
Oh God. Wait.
What that means? Well, okay.
Psychometry? Hold on. I thought that was just a passive. Am I crazy?
No, sir, it is not. It is active. Active. Active.
Oh, okay.
Active. Active.
I see. Make a history check for me and do it with advantage.
Okay. Is that advantage? That was just once.
That was disadvantage. 13.
Oh.
As you begin to do so, and hold on 1 second. You begin to look over, and for a second, you begin to recall the likes of more metal, more of the likes of scrap and such, and you begin to see for a brief second the likes of Nefiba Morga's face. It all begins to become true for a moment, and you realize exactly where the likes of this metal is coming from. The steel itself, you see, you would be able to know that it comes from, well, a little bit below the likes of the surface world and more.
Zaman will reply, Now, God, you know we can't speak of those things in front of certain company. And that's not the time or place right now. Let's continue to celebrate. Last time we had a drink together was back in the sands.
And Gore would look at him ever so slightly, because I think the Nefiba joint would have thrown him off ever so slightly. Maybe sobered him up just a touch. And he'd be like,
You've made more deals than Gore. Almost.
Almost, but you know, we both like making fruitful partnerships, right?
Be careful, greedy one.
yeah.
He'll offer Gore some smoke as well. He's like, God, just chill out for a second and see.
Ironically,
what I see.
Gore doesn't smoke.
He's
seen some shit. He's seen some shit in the Fae. He's seen some things happen with some pixie dust. He knows his limits. He's a drinker. Okay.
Fair. Then in that regard, once he refuses, you'll see Gore. Zaman. He'll try to like pump up the hot box even more. So he's gonna use Sacred Flame on his pipe to like really get the smoke going.
As you do, it is bumping in here. With that, while that's sort of going on, Adidart and Azora, Adidart and Cora, what would you be doing?
Is there like a window in here? Can we get some air in here?
No.
Oh, bro.
You in the box, bro. You in the box, bro. Whether you wanted to or not.
I don't know. If I wanted to push someone through a wall, that'd just be an athletics check. I mean, how thick are these walls?
You're a barbarian. You can just do it.
Yeah, I'm
It'd
gonna
be
push.
an athletics check though. It would be an athletics check.
I'm gonna athletics check that.
All right. Oh wait, who are you trying to push through a wall?
Oh, Zaman, of course. Especially when he starts fucking creating a smoke machine or whatever he's doing over there.
If he comes towards
weird
me,
ass
he
maneuver
is
he's
getting
doing.
an Eldritch Blast to the face, bro. If he starts approaching me, he's Eldritch blasting him to the face.
All right. As you begin to do so, you head over towards the likes of Zaman. Zaman, you're getting ready to conjure the likes of an Eldritch Blast, getting ready to Ascended Force, striking into Addy Dark. And with that, Azora, you open the door.
Yeah, Azora, like, I just want to quickly introduce.
Before you open the door, Cora is actively rapping very loudly.
Oh my god. And that one you see as an Eldritch Blast just flies by, nearly just striking one of the mushrooms.
What the dice want, folks? What can I say?
The second one, because it's two of them always that come out now, the second one hits, and it will push him back 10 feet.
As it does, you get sent back.
I'll rage so that I can then pounce 20 feet forward. So there we go.
And then he'll try to shoot him again as he does that.
Before you guys,
I got 20 feet of pouncing, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Before you do that, Zaman, as you begin to do so, you see as Addy Dark just rushes over and forth. And what are the rest of you all doing? Zora and Aggie, anything that you would say or do as you see this sort of going down?
Azora will say, "Hey, come on, chill out. I want to introduce you to some people that's been helping out the kingdom." And then
someone needs to control this animal.
She'll call Trojan and Lyria over.
Everyone kind of just pick their head and like move their hands saying, "So you're playing with the party over here, don't you?"
Yes, it seems like quite a party. If you either of you drink or smoke moongrass, I'm sure there's plenty to go around as we grow to locally. This is Mushroom Kingdom, packaged in approved moongrass.
Can we see them?
Gore slightly interrupts Azora and is like,
"Don't worry. This is how these two show affection. It's weird. It must be a werefolk thing."
A werewolf thing.
Cora is going to cast telekinesis on Trojan since he's the closest.
Oh no!
And bring him right next to her as she gives him a beer. And
as you do,
spliff.
Ambrose, do you fail your saving throw or do you let it happen, or do you try to resist? As you slowly feel yourself getting picked up and beginning to get dragged over here.
I'm finna let it happen, though.
As you do, Trojan, you start flying over into the room and you immediately see what the fuck is going down as you sit down or you're kind of placed into one of the chairs and a beer is sort of passed over towards you. Is it the beer that you were drinking earlier, Cora?
Yes, if we didn't get another round, but then yeah. She's going to give this man a beer.
You got it.
And the spliff.
Trojan, what do you say or do?
Oh god! It's all the OGs! Oh my god! How do I even consume this? I have never drank even water in my life!
You drink this! You'll feel much stronger. Drink!
Oh wait, you are OG Cora, right?
So Cora grabs him by the back of the head and grabs the beer with the other hand and just putting it in his face.
That's so
oh god!
Trojan, are you in Foundry?
No, I'm not in Foundry at all.
I got you. I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw for you. Oh god. And also you have disadvantage because you are technically a Warforged as well, along with Cora, who is also a Warforged. That's a 4. Ooh. You are drunk. Congratulations.
And she gives you the strongest dap and said, "Yes, I knew you was a soldier."
Now, Cora, don't be too rough with them over there. We need them to go on an important mission soon here.
Bro, I don't know how you talking when you got Addy raging right at your face, bro.
I don't know how you talking, bro. Back.
I don't know how you
blast you right again.
Bro. I don't know how. I don't know how, bro.
I think y'all too deep into it to be talking.
Cora would then look at Lyria.
Yeah.
And she's giving you that look as in you can walk in here or she can bring you in here.
She wasn't really walking in, it's just I'm not also in Foundry.
Okay, I got you. Copy. As you do, Lyria, I will make a Constitution saving throw, because I know that your character is gonna be here for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, 9 up. Yep, that's a fail. All right.
These dice are telling it.
The secondhand smoke hits you, and it hits you hard. With that, as this is sort of going down, Lyria, you look over towards Zaman, another Warforged individual, and Adi Darkus, the shifter that is raging at Zaman. It seems to be a fight is getting ready to break out. Trojan is being fed multiple drinks and more. And with that, it is chaos, it is shenanigans in here.
Did you see Lyra just enjoying herself? She's just so happy to finally like see all of you, but mainly because she's also high right now. But she's just like smiling, seeing everything happening.
Damn! I'm feeling like mad nice. What is this?
They call it the shit.
Oh, the shit! Okay. Also, thank you very much, Smite of Aeons, Great Korra, for your help in upgrading my weapons.
Yes, drink more.
Okay, I will.
Terrible. As you do. Agni, what are you doing?
Oh, so Agni actually probably would have sent a message to Azura, saying that he was going to turn in, as he still has some stuff he needs to do. So as like Azura was guiding them in, he would just be saying, Azura, there's a couple of things I need to get done before the festival. With it basically being tomorrow, I can't afford to stay up with them. If you don't mind, watch over, make sure the bar doesn't burn down, and let me know your decision later.
You see her nod.
And also, enjoy yourself. It is a celebration after all. With that, he would kind of walk by, kind of pat Pylo. Good job, Pylo. And he would head off.
That Pylo is gonna have a great time, but he's gonna be puckered out in the corner, just sleep.
Before you go, she will leave she'll send sending in your head, and she'll just say, "Talk, Zale," and that's all you would get.
God.
And that's just out of character to remind her to talk to you about Zale.
Agni hears it. He says, "Understood." He didn't understand that, and he walks off.
All right. That is it. As you all begin to start filing in, Zora, you heading, or same thing with you, Gore and Zora. What are you guys doing outside here?
I mean, Azara's just like, we don't have to RP that, but she's just chatting and yeah, just building some camaraderie.
Good enough. As you do. What about you, Gore?
Gore is going to praise Kokashi for what he did, and then he's immediately going to turn around and hand one of the robot level drinks to Gashir.
Oh. Gashir, you look over and he is already drunk off his ass. He looks over and says, "Oh shit! Hey, Gore, how's it going, man? How's it going?"
You can't hold your drinks? Have you drunk anything? Weren't you doing work? Maybe we should speak to Addy. I'm sorry, to the fearless one. To the fearless one.
He's already 13 drinks in. Apparently, Mike and it can very, very well hold their drinks. We're going to need more alcohol for this tavern.
Well, then give him 14. Your genius behind here.
If he pukes and you're cleaning it up, go on, and he'll slide him another one. Or you said the robot level drinks?
Yeah.
All right.
We having a pre-game for the festival, clearly.
You see as Gashira begins to look over. Thank you, the Pixie Blade. I appreciate your gore of the meadows. You are a great friend, but not as good of a friend as Andy Dark, but a good second. A good second. And you'll see as he takes one drink, he sort of tilts it up, keeps tilting, and he's gone.
Terrible.
Gashir passes out.
Terrible. Hilarious. Gore puts him in the recovery position.
You got it. All right, I'm gonna do this. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this. All right.
No, that's Azora would tell Kami, like, since he's big enough, put Gashir with the sheep.
You'll see Kami. He'll straighten up. Yes, right away, Azora. And he'll pick up Gashir and take him by the sheep.
Yeah.
Just make sure he's in the recovery position, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He'll put him in the exact position Gore directs him to.
All right. As you do, Gashir is gonna be sleeping well. But with that, is there anything else you guys are sort of doing, or let's say inside the likes of the room and more?
Just however I could show Kakashi appreciation. I don't know if there'd be a resource or something that would make him happy. I just want to make sure I paid him properly.
No, not
or is
really.
he just happy for the thrill?
He's happy for the thrill, to be honest. He's just enjoying just the job. He's a pretty simple individual.
Got you. He gives him the realest dap ever. You just hold the dap and it just freezes like 80s frame on the dap.
Easy enough.
Either way, Azor will give him Tingo to tip the winch, i.e. Kakashka.
Fair enough. He'll look over. He'll take it with a smile. That's it. All right. So, are you guys heading back into the other place, or are you staying out here just chilling, doing your own thing?
Yeah, Azor will stay out here.
All right, you got it. With that, what is the rest of you kind of doing over here? And let me fix the Terry bot and all that stuff. Yeah, what do you get? Rest of you guys doing inside?
So Cora has one arm around Lyria and the other arm around Trojan, and she brings them closer. And then she just looks and says, "So what brings you travelers here?" As she's seeing who is smoking and who's not.
I think I'm the one smoking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trojan's attempting to at least.
As you do, it's not really. Well, actually, did you get it from Zaman? Yeah, I guess you technically would have had to get it from Zaman. Never mind.
Yeah. Potent.
It is very potent. It is working like magic. You look over, and as you do, both of you, Lyria and Trojan, you see as several sort of crescents or crescent moons begin to slowly start forming high up on the ceiling and more, and all around.
That's
Holy
pretty.
shit! I'm bugging out! OG is gonna be fucked up!
I think it's just like pretty lights around here, you know?
Yeah, everything is like so pretty. You ask what brings us here. I think it's like, like the definition of like destiny and shit. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I agree, Destiny too, yeah.
Yeah, it's totally destiny.
Zaman, you sober up almost immediately off of that one.
You see Zaman look at them and says, "Are you destined to die? Because destiny around here to get you killed."
Destiny comes wherever the fuck it is. It can come to death, it can come to money, who knows?
The
Many
two
ways.
that powerful create their own destiny. They don't wait for things just to happen to them. They make shit happen.
You might be right on that one, as they're kind of like.
Sorry to
really
interrupt,
quick,
though.
but just
I
pointing.
gotta be sorry to interrupt, but yo, your drip is super official, yo. Where did you get that hat from, yo?
Oh, this hat?
Yeah.
My mentor actually gave it to me when I started traveling.
Oh, word? Yo, I got something for you. And he whips out the keeper's hat and gives it to him.
Oh shit, you still have it, that's right!
Wow.
It's getting passed around.
Some deep meta going on right now, bro.
Now this is the OG keeper's hat, right?
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Lyria, you see as Adidar begins to pull out a sort of coveted top hat. It seems to have a couple of intricate designs and more, and they just sort of pull it out and hand it to you.
You see, Lyra, the eyes, by the way, they're not eyes, it's like a bunch of watercolors going on. The moment you give them that, it's like an explosion going on because they just received the gift and they will just grab it so happily and say, "Thank you very much."
Yes. And make sure you put it on whenever you slay night creatures.
Oh, I see. I'll take that in mind then. This looks so pretty. Where'd you cut this?
There's some dude that Cora had some Mai Tais with one time. He came through, and he was super fresh, you know what I'm saying? And werefolk, they tend to wear hats like that, you know what I'm saying, when they slay night creatures. So I gave him a compliment. I was like, yo, fresh drip. He's like, take the hat. So, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give what it got to me, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, I totally agree. This looks amazing. I like it. I'll make sure to put it on when it comes the time.
Trojan is this acting like a turtle walking around.
As you kind of do, you kind of hobble on all fours with the turtle shell and more. Also, Lyria, here's what I will say. Hey, Adidar, that is crazy. So if that is the case, Lyria, you have a relic and item that has been here, like in the Auroraverse for the past, I believe, 3 years. That's not like in-game 3 years. That is actual 3 years.
Oh shit! Wait, why you gave this to me?
You always
I heard it's customary to exchange hats.
Ah. Jesus Christ.
I heard it's customary to exchange hats, especially a keeper's hat. I'll tell you what. I think Addie would look good in that hat.
Oh, so you want my hat?
So I don't think Addy Dark would ever press that on you, because that's just not his way. He's not like, you know, a robot or something. Like, he's not gonna press you with his ideals like Zaman. You know, he's more of a free thinker, a naturalist. He loves, you know, Earth and all that stuff. But yeah, that is customary in some clans for sure, though. Gift giving, you can say like gift giving and stuff, because you gotta always realize, like, werefolk, we don't value, you know, like money or power or knowledge, you know what I mean? It's these things, these families, experiences, you know what I'm saying? These objects that you build around you.
And this is why your people are idiots.
You know what I mean?
And nearly extinct.
Yo, Zaman, I'm gonna put you on this last one. I'm gonna put you to this wall today.
Hey, do your worst, Eddie. You already tried to attack me. I'm sick of your bullshit. If you wanna go, we can go.
Cora would look at Lyria and Trojan and said, just say, so I read the reports on the hellish gym quest you guys did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she'll look at.
Merchant did a good job. He fucked it up. The main guy, it was amazing.
You know, the fact that you guys are still alive and here to celebrate, that's an A+ in my book. I'm glad that it worked out for you, Trojan. And as for the Keeper's hat, I think rewards is definitely worth for your heroic deeds that you've done for not just the Voden Knights, but the kingdom itself.
I really appreciate it, girl. That's very nice.
Hell yeah! VK's up!
I agree.
So she would look at Trojan and notice the shell, and then she would just puzzle, and as she takes the spliff and does a couple more hits so she can clear her mind. So what are you?
I'm not actually sure. I'm a robot. I know I'm a robot. Also, the shell is just a tactical maneuver. It's not an extra shell. It's just a fucking chest that I sculpted.
I like the way you think. Had me fooled. But I am on the yak. She will look at to see if there's any empty cups.
Any empty cups? Addy Dark's kind of look a little empty. Same thing with Zaman and more. Seems to be why they're getting a little bit riled up and such. But looking about, if you were to even exit out the likes of this room, you'd see empty enough cups, but they're getting ready to be refilled and more.
Okay. I'm gonna go and grab us more drinks. Zaman, Addy, please don't break nothing. Are these patrons or is these like?
Yeah, these are just random patrons and such.
Okay, so I'm not gonna muscle them.
All right. As you do, you kind of walk over towards the likes of the bar and you head over towards Kolkasha. You'll see as they're kind of talking to the likes of Gore at the moment. And they, as you're trying to do, what did you say?
Gore will go up and say, "Can I please have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of your hardest drinks."
Ooh.
7 of our hardest drinks, and these aren't magical. Just the Warforged kind. Correct?
If that's the hardest you got.
Fair enough. And with that, you'll see as they begin to pass each and every single one of you one of the drinks. You guys get the Voden Knight discount, aka it's free.
All right. She's going to drop off 2 to Talia and Dugar.
Easy enough. They'll sort of raise their tankers and thank you.
And then she'll come back in here with the other 5 and give 1 to each person at the table, including herself.
Easy enough.
Gore redaps Kokashi and freeze frames the game with the 80s dap that just stays on it for a second.
As you do. All right, everybody. Is everybody drinking all this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna need Constitution saving throws. From all of y'all, I'll roll it for the people not in Foundry. All right, Trojan has disadvantage. Addy Dark Cora, Cora that will fail. Addy Dark that will fail. Zaman that will fail.
I rolled it as Kami, my bad.
All good,
I
all
was
good.
clicked on the wrong thing.
Trojan, that's a definite fail. And 18, that will also fail. DC has gotten higher and higher as every last one of y'all have gotten higher and higher. But this is said and done. Yeah, Zaman, yeah, y'all. Trojan, especially Trojan, Zaman, and Cora, y'all are definitely blackout drunk. You're definitely getting to that point. Addy Dark, you're definitely gone, but you're not blackout drunk yet.
Zaman and blacked out. This is bad day, bad day.
Not blacked out yet, but you definitely probably will.
All right, just bad day if he blacks out.
Who knows what Addy gonna do with you?
Who knows what Zaman gonna do to Addy, bro?
Straight Sharpie to the face if this man sleep, boy. It's about to go down, only worse. You about to have your hand in oil while you sleeping, bro? It's gonna be terrible. Hand in motor oil.
Yo. At this point, I'd like to do some RP cooking rolls because I can tell that I'm feeling it, so I want to eat something.
Alright, fair enough. As you begin to do so, here's what I need you to do. Make a wisdom. What's it? Yeah, hold on. Do you have the proficiency with the cooking utensils? I always forget. I don't.
Yeah, I do have the cooking utensils.
Do have the cooking utensils, but all right, cool. Here's what I'm gonna need you to do. So make a wisdom check for me and make it with advantage.
Just an ability check?
Yes. Well, not bad. Oh, and also, what were you making? Do you need me to pull up the list again? I can't hear you.
Oh wait, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, just randomly make something. I just need to get something in my stomach.
Got
something
you.
Carb based. Something carved. Some carbs. I need some carbs.
Oh man. As you begin to do so, you just kind of make something up, just sort of random, and it's a strange type of bread with old-fashioned spice. Well, yep, this is one of the things. Spicy sausage. It can be Delia sausage. It don't even matter. Whatever. You got it.
Make sure it's Delia's. You know we gotta add that chicken sausage over here, bro.
Delia's chicken sausage. There you go. With that, as you do, you definitely you feel a little bit better. But hey, why make only food for yourself? You can make food for everybody else except Simon. Why not? You want to make some more cooking rolls?
Yeah. I mean, there's 3 robots in here. Can they? I don't think I can make stuff for them. Can I?
No, but you can make something for the human over here, the one with the or the new hat. You can one more time because you have advantage.
Yeah. Oh.
So her shit burnt.
Yeah, you about to get something. Yeah.
It's a tiger delicacy. It's jerk. And the tiger they call it jerk.
Yeah, blackened. Some say.
Black Cajun jerk.
Oh no. What was that? It's pretty good. It is pretty good. You're able to do it successfully. All right. So as you guys are kind of reveling and sort of doing your whole thing throughout the legs of the night, is there any last sort of things that you guys would be doing at this point? Well, right before the funny happens. But go ahead, Lyria.
Yeah, no, because since Alika gave me the hat, and in return, since you said that it's as something that in return that you must have like a gift too, Lyria is going to rummage in their back, and they're going to pull out the same kind of hat that Lyria had for them, like the feather one, but this is like different color. This is actually a more blue one. The same still golden feather, but blue one. Say, and then hand it to you at the card and say like, thank you. Since you said gift in exchange, I think this should be worth more for you. You said you like my hat, so hopefully you like this one.
Much obliged. I appreciate that. I'll make sure to stain it with the finest night creature blood.
I really love this idea of a hat exchange in Voden. It's actually really funny.
People
just start changing hats. Where'd you get that? Oh, no,
if it doesn't start becoming, it's now canon, bro. It's the werefolk, and it spreads. So you gotta exchange hats, bro.
You gotta exchange hats.
The only thing I had in my packet was a flower crown, but I don't think you like that, so I think I keep it this one.
Addie loves nature.
Exactly. Yep. A flower crown. He would have, man. I need to see that commission, bro.
I mean, if you want it, I could give it to you too, but
out of game, Winter's been trying to give us this flower crown for weeks.
Terrible. All right.
Hey,
do you accept the flower crown, Addie?
Oh yeah. No, I'll accept anything. You know what I'm saying?
I was kind of waiting for
that. Oh yeah. I'll accept anything except if it comes from Simon.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll give you the flower crown then.
All right, as you do, you have a flower crown.
Appreciate. Where are these flowers from? He takes in the scent, but only apparently just smells more kush in the air.
It's moongrass. It's moongrass.
Oh no. These are flowers not from the like around here. It's just flowers that I found here. I usually like to make crown flowers. I learned that in the Feywild, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was planning to make this for one of my friends, but it's difficult.
No, I appreciate. And like I said, the finest night creature's blood shall stain this, and it'll be an honor.
That is nice to hear. Lyra just smiles.
And the mana is gonna blaze higher.
As you do, begin to keep blazing before you see nothing but a blue tint for a moment, and then darkness. You look over at Dark and you see Zamana's slump.
The music stop was perfect, bro. I love it. I love it.
For that.
Damn! Oh, jeez, I'm asleep.
It's no surprise. Zaman is the weakest of us. No worries. He's the first one to pass out. My deed is done here. I've had a great night. Cora, I assume you'll make sure Zaman makes it to the proper resting place. I know how much he loves to cuddle with that, owl bear of his. Likes to cuddle with it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yo, Addy, can you do something for me? Can you look up against the wall and you see a sign says, "Please leave all drunk patrons in the recovery position."
Oh, look at Cora. Cora's got this, right?
I think I'm blacked out.
Oh, you're blacked out?
You're not blacked out. You're blackout drunk. Big difference.
Oh, okay.
Come on, black.
Cora gives you that drunk thumbs up, and you know which one I'm talking about. And that's it.
He looks at these two new, I guess, compadres. And again, these are folks from, my bad, these are the Voden Fable folks. Y'all been playing and stuff, so thank you for just hopping in and having some fun with us tonight. I appreciate y'all. Just want to say that real quick.
I wasn't going to miss the party.
Yeah, and I know how much some people in this group don't like to get thanks. There's a greedy one that doesn't like thank yous, apparently. But I just want to let you know, thank you for joining. It's just a good time. Addy will dip out. It's a pleasure meeting y'all.
Easy enough. Oh, good.
No, it's just laughing, sorry.
For that, Addy Dark, as you begin to take your leave, you look over and eventually you kind of spot off to the side. You just see Gashir is just cuddling with a sheep right now.
Oh, these folk have some weird ways.
Just for context, Sensei, as Zaman would have been like taking that last puff as he's blacking out, he would have popped the mana crystal on his red mark.
Oh my god!
What? Wait, so did we see this though? Did we see him actively about to pass out and do this?
Yeah, you would see that. You would see that.
Before that shit happens, Cora would look at the two and be like, "We gotta go."
Oh man!
And she is not gonna say it twice.
Okay, I mean, I believe. Oh god, I'm so confused.
On a roll a D100.
Trojan's fucking running.
Trojan just... Oh no, I don't like that. High is either really good or really bad. Oh boy, 95. Ow. You all begin to, as you begin to do so, you all hear just everybody in the tavern just going, ow, 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 shit. As if everybody's sort of stepping onto something or stepping on glass or any sort of thing. Everybody in the entire tavern has vulnerability to piercing damage for the next 2 minutes. You'll see as everybody's just sort of pricking themselves on that random sort of things. They're like, what the fuck? And they're going about their entire day. It is awful. But eventually, Trojan, Lyria, your ventures begin to take yours away off to the side into the main sort of area. Now, with that, Cora, is there anything that you three would be doing else? Or are you kind of just going about the rest of the night, drinking away, partying away, and doing your whole thing?
Azora would just tell Keeper Raya, one day, me and you are gonna have to get the ones. I see your blade is quite unique.
Go ahead, go.
Oh, it's that. No, go ahead. Finish your joint, and I'll say whatever.
Keeper Raya will begin to say, well, you all have reached your 9th season. I suppose I could offer a bit of a sparring match. Now that you mention it, my brother, Keeper Cass, one of the other Soulbound, mentioned a sparring match between them. But if you all are very adamant about it, We are your keepers after all. And it is in our best interest to make sure you are as powerful. I could do so, but if this is a sparring match, you fight on the keeper's terms.
Of course, it is in our best interest to get as strong as possible if we want to dispatch the Zhao as well as the Ops. I'm already learning from Hannibal, but with your cosmic knowledge, but you'll be the next best teacher.
It does make sense. I am, well, a captain when it comes to martial sort of things. We'll see. We will definitely see. If you are very adamant about this, I recommend you gather the likes of the rest of the Voden Knights to do so. We would want to make sure that this training is somewhat fruitful for both parties.
And she nods and she says, but perhaps that is what we'll do before the tournament.
Well, I look forward to it. With that, we'll see as she begins to kind of look out towards the rest of these sort of individuals sort of having a great time and doing their own thing. But, Gore, what would you be doing?
Unless Lyra came out, he wouldn't really be doing anything else, but he kind of wrap it up.
I came out of it.
Oh yeah, let me drag your tokens and all that. Oh, what the? Oh, hold up. Foundry died. 2 seconds. Seconds. Oh, Discord died as well.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, let me fix that. Alright, bam. Alright, should be good now. There we go. Down on what?
Azora will dap up Trojan. I mean that real street dap up straight.
Locked.
We're locked, and then she'll give Lyria like that side shoulder hug thing, and she'll say, "Well, it is time for me to take off for the night, but feel free to continue celebrating. Once again, you guys have done a fantastic job for the Mushroom Kingdom as well as us knights. Keep tagging territory with the symbols and keep spreading the Voden Knight name wherever you go."
Hey yo, I'm smoking on Craig and Coyote is next.
I was not prepared. I was not prepared.
You hear her say
otherwise.
You hear her say, "Yes, sir."
I'm gonna murk him.
Not before I do. Me and him already had the ones once. We're gonna have to get it again at the tournament.
Okay, my queen.
She heads up.
All right.
And Gore looks at Lyria, and I guess he'd be able to tell they're from the Fae, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. And Gore would be like,
The funny thing though, she's a human.
Yeah, you said she's a human?
She's a human, but everything around her is just Fae.
Hey, bro, I'm a sprite, but I look like Oni. I'm not here to judge. Gore be the last one to judge. And Gore would look at you and be like, you're one of the Fae too.
Yes, indeed I am.
You're the one that the Quick One has been saying has been helping with the work.
Yes, I sure hope so.
For all intents and purposes, Quick One is always Azura. And Gore sits down on the table and cheers with you just a minor mead, not even nothing too crazy. And he tells you, if you see anyone else that knows Ambrosi's ways,
and knows how to celebrate victories and have some fun. Your first trip to the bathhouse is on Gore.
Oh,
And
I see.
Mhm.
Lyria is going to pull out her violin, and if you allow me, do a performance check, and it's just start playing to just make the party more.
Give me a second.
I also forgot the last thing Azora would have told Larry and Trojan is when they get the chance, each of them write to her, what does leadership mean to them?
Oh my God, son.
Mm-hmm.
You owe me 7 just for that. But so that that 27?
Yeah,
oh,
so
with
bumping,
the
27, as you begin to take out the likes of your violin, it is a more captivating performance, as it is a wonderful time of being able to perform in front of an audience and the likes of a lively tavern. And it's just smiles all around. Spirits are high, and all of you are high. But regardless, 27 is for an ecstatic success.
Nice. Just they do that because saying that you were looking for someone to party, they'll show you like they actually know how to party.
Gore's jamming out, and he's like,
Yes, like the Fae know. Bring more back. Tell them how to party with us. It can't always be about the crush. Sometimes it's about the drink.
I agree, Gore.
And Gore bows, passes the drink, and he passes you. Kane, what did we decide? What color was the good color for the bathhouse?
The bathhouse is black. The other one is pink.
Okay, yeah. He hands you a black slip. Gore hands you a black slip, and he says,
After your next adventure, learn to relax. This should remind you more of the way Ambrosi does things.
I humble thank you this.
Yep. So I guess you'll have the first inaugural ticket to the bathhouse. So
Yeah.
There you go.
I get the bathhouse.
So yeah.
That as you do.
Go, Sensei.
Mm-hmm.
One note. When he activated the monocrystal, it was with his red triangle hand. He was trying to activate it at the same time. Just as a note. Probably not gonna remember anything, but
At most, what would happen is someone would maybe get a red triangle message. You can choose the who. And it's just gonna be a Zaman
So Zaman drunk dialing?
Yep, pretty much. You can do whatever you want with that.
That's gonna be jokes. Cora would.
No, not here. Go ahead, Cora.
Cora would grab one more drink at the bar, and as she's heading out, she will give like a hug in the middle, and say brother, sister to Dugar and Talia. She will look at Lyria and Trojan. Can she tell, like, what type of fighters are you? Would she be able to tell what type of fighters are you guys?
Yeah, Trojan probably not so much, but Lyria, you can clearly see that they are a bard. Trojan, they don't really have any weapons on them, so they're much more of a wild card.
She would say to Lyria, great song, and she'd look around and see you have the whole party live right now.
Lyria will just do a bow, removing the hat, and then put it back.
And then she would look at both of you and said, and that's my final gift. Next time you guys are around, or if I'm around, we should go to the arena for some training. Because any future missions coming up, I want to make sure you guys are well prepared.
Lyria humbly accepts, though she looks a little bit nervous about that because they really don't like fight-to-fight combat, but she will do so.
It would be nothing crazy. Just to test your strength. We do have the World Tree mission coming up, and I want to make sure that you guys are well equipped for whatever comes up.
Of course. Thank you so much, Cora.
Yeah, thank you for looking out, the great Cora.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the party.
We'll do so.
And lastly, before Guard goes back to the bar to again resume his 80s dap, he gives Lyria a mana crystal.
Oh.
You got it. You can subtract 1 mana crystal from your or
Yep.
your thing.
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
You're good to go.
Oh, and one last thing. She would tell them, and if you guys are going on any travels, if you see any night creatures, make sure you slay them with extreme prejudice.
I actually have a question. We have met the ops, the Zhao ops, the island ops, and the winter ops. Which one of those are the night creatures? Is it another kind of op?
It's another type of op that we added to the list. I'm sure Eddie will give you the rundown on that.
Oh god, the block is so hot!
Yes. And never forget, once you spray the block, make sure you spin it to make sure everyone's down.
Yeah, we double back on them!
Do not stop until the ops are dropped.
Words sticking to my heart! Even though I don't have one.
This nigga is hilarious.
Like straight jokes, bro. I wish I could justify Gore sliding over that. I just can't. Just deal with the fade and move on.
Corey's gonna head to the lab.
Gotcha. So as y'all begin to head out and do your thing, eventually y'all go about Voden Fables and prepare for your next mission. But as you do, I want to thank Winter Lord and also Ambrose for being able to make a random cameo appearance for this session. Did not expect it. It was a pleasant surprise. Thank y'all.
For sure. I wanted to meet everybody of the Voden Knights, which I haven't, so this is nice.
Shout out to the Fables. Shout out to the Fables.
So yeah, if you ever want to play D&D with them, Ambrose, you're in Tales of Glacia, and you're also in the Voden Fables crew. And Winter, you're just in the Voden Fables crew.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, y'all gonna have a chat and I'll fix up the overlay. But appreciate y'all again.
All right, see y'all.
All right. It was fun.
Yeah, loads of fun. Appreciate it.
Sensei, you gotta explain to me what I got later because I don't know what I just got.
Yeah, Sensei got you.
I got you.
Okay.
Just send me a message and I'll try to answer it by tomorrow.
Okay. Bye. Have fun.
All right. So let's go point of order. Does anybody have a preference on who starts for this?
No.
I say Agni goes first because he left first.
That's what I was thinking, but I was just wondering if you want to say that for the end of it or not.
We're just gonna finally show Hannibal this move since June.
Oh, here, if that's the case, because let's make sure we got a list of stuff. So, where is Agni at right now?
Agni is, there's like two things. Agni would have first, as he like kind of left the bar and looked at like what Pyro did, he would kind of just nod and say under his breath, yeah, it's about that time. And he's actually heading, I don't know if it's on this map, but he's heading to the garden that Spore usually is at.
Gotcha. So, hold on, I'm just forming up a list right now just to see where everybody's going, and then we'll chop it up to like run through the whole list of things so everybody can get there before we run out of time. So Agni, you're heading to the garden, then where are you headed after that?
Then he just want to do my blacksmith and rolls, and if we have time for, if Azura shows up, we do. If we don't, we don't. But then he would just handle his blacksmith and rolls.
All right.
Because yeah, Azura could show up for that and do Hannibal next time.
All right. Easy enough. So Azura's gonna head over towards the blacksmith, and then the Mon is passed the fuck out. Is there anything really specific that you wanted to do this session besides that, or besides anything, Zaman?
It was just the inspect his arm and then the training with Opie that he's gonna do with Cora. I mean, Zaman only need 4 hours of sleep, so but still.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm just more so concerned if we have enough time for everything. So we'll try to get through that. All right, and then Addy Dark, what about you?
Nothing for me. I think trying to think. I think we did everything. We did the cooking roll. I may just like go wake up Gashir if he's still sleeping with the sheep first thing in the morning. That's about it.
Got you. All right, and Gore, what about you?
At this point, if this place is always popping, Gore will probably end up asleep somewhere in here every time.
All right. Anything else? Or are you just chilling in here?
Nah, he's just chilling. It's 80s dat, bro.
You got it.
I guess we'll just I'll check on everybody who's still up and awake, but he's gonna end up back at the bar at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, Cora, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Agni. And is the lab before or after wherever Agni is going? Like, is the lab on the way to Agni?
Not really. It's kind of a little out of the way. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not gonna be a difference in like you meeting up in time or anything like that. You're good.
All right, I'll just go with Agni and Azura then.
All right. Easy enough. Easy enough. All right. So here, if that's the case, let's knock out. Here, let's knock out Zaman. And let's see how much time we have. And if we have enough time, we'll do Addy Dark. And if we don't, then we'll just deal with the likes of Agni's sort of stuff and then Azora stuff. Right off there. All right, so Zaman, what would you be... Eventually, this is several hours later. What would you be trying to do as you eventually wake up in the likes of... or power back on in the likes of this tavern and such?
Zaman will wake up and he'll say, "Oh, this is why I don't drink when I smoke." And then he's going to look at his arm, the one he created using the mana experiment, and see like if there's anything particularly special about it, how it looks. Like, we never kind of discussed it in general, how this arm that he created using mana and whatever actual stuff was there looks.
As you do, it's more of, you kind of see as it's, oh boy, it's kind of like in a way, because I don't want to change too much of your design up. It's kind of like where there are crystals embedded or lodged kind of underneath the sleeve of Zaman's like little or coat and suit and all that stuff. And underneath it, they're kind of like protruding out a little bit, and you would hear as you kind of hold them up close a bit of sort of giggling and Feywild magic and more. It feels as if it's power that is waiting to be sort of manifested and just, for a lack of a better term, just let go, to basically be let free without any sort of limiters on it. It kind of like staring at it for a little while would make one kind of get dangerously curious, more so chaotic, but you sort of looking over at it, not much besides those couple of things.
Copy. Zaman, I note that he'll say, I need to test this thing in battle. And then he'll stretch and he'll go over to the alchemy lab. He says, "What's called? We have work to do with OP."
Alright. As you do, begin to head over towards the likes of the alchemy lab. Let me pull that thing up. District here. And Cora's headed with the likes of them, so she won't be here. But eventually, Zaman, as you begin to stagger over to the likes of the lab, you'll see as you walk inside, kind of sleeping at the likes of the table with a couple of vials and such or to their left and to their right, you'll see Opie, your little assistant, sleeping at work. They seem to have been here for a long while, trying to do this sort of thing. They're actually kind of, their legs are implanted into the ground right now.
Copy. Zaman, he'll come in.
Goddamn, someone breathing.
That was definitely me, my fault.
All good.
He'll come in. He'll tap Opie on the side of his head. Opie.
Hey. Oh, gosh, I guess I fell asleep here. I got those things that well, some of them that you mentioned. Oh, I'm tired.
Hey, it looks like you've done good work here. Me and Cora is not trying to work you to death. He'll toss him a gold coin. He'll say, "Here, go get some rest and maybe spend a bit of time at the tavern. We can start some practice first thing in the morning."
Oh, sure. Thank you. You'll see as they begin to take the likes of the gold coin and what they have made so far. Here it is. Wait, no. There we go. They have made 2 of the common potions, but they've also successfully made one of the poisons, specifically Assassin's Blood.
Copy. Before he leaves, he says, "Opie, you're making excellent progress."
I'm glad. I was worried for a second that this wasn't really working for a minute, but that Assassin's Blood, it took a lot out of me. Oh, goodness.
Understandable. Sure. Soon you'll be as good as Cora and I. And if you ever need to relax, he'll pass him a little moongrass. Smoke a little bit of this.
Yeah.
And they will begin to look over at it, and they will take it, and they will examine it for later.
Alright.
With that, alright, Opie will begin to head off, and you're free to do whatever you wish, and Alexa hears them on.
He'll cross some poison, so he'll make some rolls, and then you can move to somebody else while he's making these rolls.
Easy enough. Alright, we're gonna head over towards the likes of... Actually, we only got about 20 minutes. We're gonna head over towards Agni, and then we're gonna crank these last couple things out. Actually, only got 20 minutes at most. Alright, so let's head over to do that. And then we'll start next session off with you, Addy Dark, waking up this year. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. So you went to the garden specifically. Is there a garden on this map, or do we gotta go to the original?
I don't know if we've ever had one. Originally, it was like in like the housing district area.
So I'm going to take you guys to the housing district. Easy. Your tokens will be inaccurate on where they're sort of are right now, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have to be, but that's where he was.
Alright. So, Agni, is anybody else following or with Agni while you're doing this, or no?
This would have been before everyone. He left early specifically. He could be by himself.
Alright. You got it. So as you begin to do so, you find yourself at the likes of the garden and more. The likes of Spore they seem to be kind of tucked in for the night, but what would you like to do?
That's fine. I can make this fairly quick, but Agni approaches the garden, and as he does, he pulls out the staff that he recently made. He goes there, and as he steps upon the garden, he puts like his weapons down, and he goes into sort of a sit-in stance as he puts the rod on the ground. And as he puts the rod on the ground, he actually begins to pray. And you would hear from Agni, "It has been some time since I've contacted you, Parametra. Today, I come to you not only for a blessing, but a blessing for one of your most loyal followers. There is going to be a festival coming up for the Mushroom Kingdom. As you know, the Myconids are grateful to your presence, and one of them holds your name in high regards. They might be retired and soon be returning to you. I wish your blessing upon this staff in order to give them something for their journey as they travel to meet you and go to their final resting place. I might not have been able to build a temple in your name just yet, but in time, this Mushroom Kingdom will flourish, not only in food and a bountiful harvest, but the strongest kingdom in the land, where your name will be highly worshipped. So, I hope you can bless this staff, not for myself, but for one of your oldest followers. In your name, Karametra.
As you kind of do, offer the likes of the deal towards them. Persuasion check with advantage, Agni. $27. As you begin to do so, and are you sort of, or what are you kind of doing with the staff? Is it placed on the ground?
So
Are you holding
he's
it?
laid it onto the garden itself, and he is sitting in front of it.
As you kind of do, begin to look over, and you watch as staff begins to slowly get enwrapped with multiple vines and more. You see as slowly seeps into the ground for a moment, before eventually bits of the crops around you begin to slowly start blooming, growing, with even several flowers as well. Look around, and she's definitely heard your message, for eventually staff begins to present itself back towards you. You see as it has finer and intricate runes and etchings of old druidic tales and more. Tales of the land, tales of more so fables and stories of Voden. And as it presents itself to you, it even has a little bit of a mossy touch. Seems to have gained her blessing.
Agni kind of nods and he says, "Thank you, Karametra, for this gift." And he sort of says under his breath, "Just one more to go. I think this one will be a bit more difficult." As he picks up the staff, inspects it, looks at it in approval, and puts it away and heads to the blacksmith.
Begin to pick it up, headed towards the blacksmith for a moment. And as you are doing so, you look over, you catch Philo sort of napping for a second. You see as there's a couple of spores, or excuse me, a couple of mushrooms, smaller ones, not individuals, but more so like the plant, forming up all around him for a moment. They seem to be shining and sending off spores to the old man, giving him strength. You look over towards, and it definitely has a sort of divine essence to it. It seems that Karametra is doing something to him as well, but you're not sure what.
He would just kind of, as he walks away, thinks to himself just how different all the races are, just kind of seeing that and knowing he probably can't do anything with like spores or anything like that, and he's just like, man, this is an interesting place to actually be living in, as he kind of heads to the blacksmith.
As you do, Zora and Korra begin to meet you there, and eventually Agni, I will drag your token over here. Let me drag Korra's token over there.
Gore did walk Korra out. Gore was just trying to make sure Korra was good and bragged about her actually getting drunk before he went back to the bar.
Good, all good. Alright. Here and there we go. Alright, moving over here. So eventually, Agni, you'd probably be the first one there, but you see the rest of the likes of or some of the Voden Knights beginning to gather forth. You notice there's a couple of the Myconids, actually these guys probably wouldn't be here. They'd be probably outside if anything. But what would you like to say and or do?
I mean, as he goes in, he's been in here a bit, so he's quite comfortable. And before anyone gets here, he kind of gets started as he's not sure if Azura will show up, or if she'll change her mind or anything like that. So as he kind of goes in, he puts his stuff and begins to work at the forge itself, just to make one of those exotic weapons. And probably by the time they get in, they would see him either successfully or not successful, kind of working on this.
All right. As you, and hold on, make sure I got this right. You are making, or what specifically are you making?
I'm making one of the exotic weapons.
Okay.
A quick sec.
Let's make sure.
Tora mentioned something about a scimitar, so probably something that could be the closest thing to that. I'm pulling up the list right now.
Yeah, scimitar for
the Curie, the like giant dagger, maybe.
I know what it is. I forgot how to.
That might be the closest thing to that, the giant dagger. So he'll make one of those or attempt to.
All right. As you do, make the roll for it, and let's get going. 20. That should be able to do it. As you continue on, you craft the likes of the weapon for Ortali. Begin to leave the likes of your own sort of piece of yourself into it before you head on, preparing yourself for the next weapon to craft and forge.
Yeah, so as you guys probably walk in, you'll probably see Agni as he's like dunking the weapon into some water to temper it. And he turns around and I didn't expect multiple people here, but I assume you've come to some form of decision. Is that correct, Azura?
You're muted, Kane.
She would nod and say, "Yes, I gave it some time thinking on the walk here, as well as spending a bit of time in the tavern and in the war room. I think that this weapon is necessary to do what we have to do to save not just the Mushroom Kingdom, but Voden itself. And to that end, I do believe it's best we do everything within our power and within our capabilities to see it through."
You see as Agni probably had a bit more of a relaxed space from creating his weapon in terms of a very serious. Are you sure this is what you want? This might change who you are forever, wielding power as such.
And she looks at Gore. I don't know if you're supposed to be in here. I don't know if you're creeping out the window, but she looks at Gore. She looks at Cora. She looks at the sacrifices that Cora made and the changes that Cora made to become a warforged to save Agni and Gore. And then, she looks at Gore, who she's the only person who truly seen his true form of that of the Yoni, and understanding that Gore went through change as well. And she'll look back at you and say, "We're all, in some way or another, started this whole journey as almost like caterpillars. For far too long, some of us, and that includes me, have been a cocoon. It is time we take the next step, as the stakes are only going to get higher as the tournament commences." And she, go ahead, Gore.
Drunk Gore says, "Even butterflies can crush quick one."
Well, it's time that I spread my wings then.
Times are changing, my knights. We must prepare and adapt. So you would see before this begins, Agni is kind of, I guess, relying mostly on instinct, because this is something that's going to be brand new to him. And before he kind of goes back, he walks over to Cora. I believe this is what you were looking for. Actually, I'll give this to you in the morning. As he probably notices how drunk Cora is. Doesn't want to hurt her, and kind of goes and sets it down, unless she absolutely wants it right now. I don't know how drunk she is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how much time went by and how drunk is she?
After about this, because let's think about it. So Agni would have left. So this is technically, yeah, this is before Zaman was doing anything. So this is like about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the absolute most after the tavern events.
So like how faded is she?
Yeah, it's like, okay, in a scale of like 1 to 10. Originally you were like at a 9 or almost a 10, and you're coming at about a 6 right now, 6 or a 5.
Okay, so she's functioning enough to take it, but she would leave it in your judgment. She's drunk enough that she wouldn't hurt herself for nobody, but she would leave it up to Agni's decision.
If you say you good, he hands it to you, and he would look at you. Cora, Gord, if you will, please just take a few steps back. Azura, I'm going to need you by my side for this entire process, as this is something that not only myself have to put my energy in. This is going to require your energy, if not more, as this is going to be crafted specifically for you. Before we begin, are you 100% sure?
And she nods. 100%, 10 toes.
Understood. And you'll see Agni, before getting ready to work with this Hellfire Lava, is going to cast Fire Shield on himself, just to give himself resistance to fire. As he does this, it seems to get extremely hot around Agni, and then it kind of cools off for a second, as it seems like the flames are just kind of around him. He claps his hands and he says, "Well then, let us begin." As he heads over to his forge and he begins to start crafting.
As you begin to do so, you lay out the schematics, the weapon that you wish to craft. As you begin to gather all the bits of materials that you need, gather the likes of the obsidian bucket. You even begin to gather the likes of all the Shardolin crystals merged with it, placing them and pressing them to make sure it can withstand all the Hellflame lava, even in the transference from the lava, the likes of this forge. As you do, you gather forth all the soul coins necessary, 55 of them, laying them out, not in a pile, but in a particular order, almost like a conveyor belt. They need to be served towards you. As you do, begin to look over towards the rest of the Voden Knights. Breathe once, and exhale a second time. Take the first step. You bring the likes of the hammer slamming down onto it, and you hear as it echoes and reverberates across the entire room. The lava aura of fires and flames begin to slowly burn up and start sending a sort of pulse wave around each and every one of you from the first strike. See, as this is gonna be a lot, or very much intense, and you all buckle down for what's to come. Zora, as you begin to pass the likes of the second soul coin, Agni, strike down. Another echoing reverberation. And as it happens, Agni, make your highest saving throw for me.
Can I give him guidance?
You can give guidance to this.
She will look at you, Ags, and then she would say, use your strength.
I forget, does guidance work for saving throws? I don't.
Oh,
bless.
for this
Yeah,
one.
I think.
Oh, bless. My
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
Bless.
Ah, alright. That's bless, you good.
Okay.
17. Add bless. You can reroll if you wish.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Oh, you also have, oh no, it's just for this one.
Was that an 8? Yeah, I mean, I'll take the numbers in my favor. I will try to reroll that.
Alright, go for it. 28 out of D4, because why not? As you do.
Oh, come on. 130.
As you do, with each sort of striking of the soul coin onto the steel and more, you see as visions begin to start pouring into your mind, Agni, one by one. You hear that same figure beginning to speak out towards you and say, one day you all will be able to forge the likes of mastercraft weapons. I'm just joking. We'd be lucky here if any of you would be the likes of a master blacksmith. But you can forge this path. You work hard for it. Put bits of yourself into it. Embody whatever layer that you need to do so. For me, I embody it with wrath. I bestow it upon our kings, or bestow it upon our king. What exactly will you put into your weapons, into your craft, into your work? And as this is said, Agni, you see those visions, you see those memories for a moment. And Agni, I ask you, what part of yourself do you put in this blade's design?
The easy thing is to say his fire, so we're not going to take that route. As Agni is consuming the soul coins and working with the lava, he looks and he knows what he must do in terms of he must put a piece of himself into this. And that's exactly what he's going to do, as there are pieces of himself all enlarged into his arm as he takes out one of the crystals from his upper left shoulder, crushes it, and puts it in to the design so it can fall into the lava as he's crafting this weapon.
As it begins to do so, it simmers and burns more and more. Another crack as you strike the likes of the anvil once more. I need everybody in this room make Constitution saving throws. Agni, you have the resistance, and you also have advantage. 5.
Ooh.
I assume Core just blessed us all.
Yeah, I could assume so. Regardless, those 5s ain't saving shit.
Oh, yeah, them, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that is a failure for all of you except for Agni. As he begins to keep striking down, you all begin to take a total of 10 plus 5, 17 points of fire damage. Agni, you take half of that, and it's halved again because of the fire shield. So that's going to be a total of...
Zoro would take half.
4?
Oh, yeah, because yeah,
9.
4 total.
9 damage for her.
Got you. As you do, you keep passing the likes of soul coins to the likes of Agni, and each strike, the same process begins to continue on. Before each and every one of you, you feel as if bits of your skin is almost burning in the process. But with each strike, each hit, You're about halfway there before eventually time passes on. And it takes you about an hour, if not 2 or 3, of constant smelting, constant forging, constant feeding the likes of soul coins before eventually you're towards the last one. Sweat brewing up amongst Agni's face, amongst all of your faces. You look towards Azora Agni. It's time for them to put a piece of themselves to this weapon.
So as Agni kind of wraps up, he looks over at Azora. He says, Azora, it is time for your part in assisting with this weapon. Like I said before, the closer and the more you sacrifice, the stronger this weapon can become. Through pain, there is progress, Azora.
Hearing that, she'll look over at the heat that's affecting everybody in the room, including Cora and Gore, and she'll motion over there and she'll say, Yoto, it is almost fitting that you are here, as it seems I will go through my own transformation. If I could just get a bit of your hair, Cora, and a small piece of your wings, Gore. I want this weapon to represent the changes you've all come through too, before I put mine in.
You
Go ahead.
You would see Cora cast Spiritual Weapon, and it will slice off a lock of her hair, and before the hair falls, she uses her telekinesis to give it to you.
Yep.
You know, you're able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Gore just would present one of his wings to you, I guess.
Well, you don't like chop off the whole wing, but you chop off.
No. I mean, just
let him do it, bro.
I just assume Azora would make the cut quick and precise. Is what I would guess.
And she does. And she comes back, and she says, I mean, I don't know if I throw it in the fire or whatever. She hands it to you. She says, hair of Cora, her strength, her resolve, her determination, her unwillingness to give up. I want to be part of this blade, as I too want to embody that. As much as I want to protect Cora and the others, I will need her strength with me as I do this moving forward. As she has reluctantly accepted a change, I too must understand that I'm not above any other knights. And as she did what she could do to save the knights, I must do the same. And she passes you Cora's hair.
See, as Agni looks, he grabs the hair and puts it in. As he drops it in, he looks at you. More.
And she says, the chaos, the ability to be silent when need be, but present as well. The ability to move gracefully, yet hit like an ox. This is what Gore represents to me. His willingness to sacrifice himself and protect those who are in danger, like the time Cora passed out in the Hydra fight. Gore stood there, strong, firm. This I would like to embody, as I want to stand strong and firm for you all. Putting myself on the front line, making sure if anyone has to stay, it will be me. And she passes you the clippings of his wing.
Quite a noble speech there, Azura. You see as he says that, he's kind of tearing up the wings even further so they can be crushed a bit more. And he kind of puts it in there. Anything directly from you.
And she takes out her sword and she takes the blade out of the sheath and she goes right over the fire and she holds her palm on the blade and she says, "The last thing I'll give," as she looks back at the group. "My honor is something I've had for a long time. Something that's been with me for as long as my memories have been with me. As fleeting as they always were, my memories. My honor, however, has always remained intact. But I understand what must be done moving forward. I shall focus my honor to only be for the Mushroom Kingdom and the Voden Knights. For protection, for strength, for resolve, through chaos, through it all. My loyalties are to the Knights and to the Kingdom." And she begins to cut her palm and just keeps letting the blood, like it's a deep gash, and she just keeps letting the blood pour into the fire as she continues to speak. And she says, "There are going to be things I have to do moving forward," as you see her starting to wince a little bit as the blood pours out. "But these, whatever comes of it, it was always for you all in the kingdom. Whatever I become in the end of this, I need you all to remember who I was in this moment and why I do what I will be doing soon come." And she lets her blood and her honor drain into the forge.
As you do. Oh, good.
I was gonna say, as that's happened, Agni is looking at the blood flow and seeing Azura in pain. He kind of helps her and holds her palm out, or past probably what she's a bit comfortable with. And he keeps on saying, "The more pain you have now, the less pain you'll have later. Give it all, everything you can. Pour it into this weapon, and it will protect you. It will fight for you. This weapon will be you."
And you see as the blood keeps draining, she holds on. She puts the other hand onto your arm and she says, "This I swear. I will be the blade of the Knights, the blade of the Kingdom." Yeah.
That. As you do, blood begins to continue flowing into the forge and more. And as it does so, it strikes into flames. You see the final bit of it turn from this red hot lava to that of an astral flame. One final moment. Strike down the final soul coin with everything poured into the likes of this blade. Before you hear crackle of lightning begins to form, thunder booming throughout all the valley, the expanse, and the taiga. You all look up and it surges through the sky. Cora. Medallion to Iroas begins to start humming for a moment. Or even you see a couple of crows, a couple of ravens, and more Benaxis creatures. They all turn their heads to witness what is going on. And even far in the likes of the valley, for just a single moment, they meditate. They see and sense as if someone has left something they held dear to them once. See Hannibal for a moment. They open one eye, look up towards the sky, breathes heavy, and closes it. Zora, you look over towards this weapon. It glows in this sort of astral light for a moment. You see as it shimmers for a second, and you've seen it with every single corruption that any of you have slain. Whenever they die, the astral smoke begins to dissipate from it. But this, you see as it begins to collect all towards it, before eventually fading final form. With that, this weapon that you have forged, it only requires a name. Have it finalized. Azora Lunista, what is the name of this weapon?
Okay, so pronounced multiple ways. But what did you say? How you saw it was pronounced?
Masamune.
Yeah, Masamune. Yeah, she creates the Masamune sword. Masamune, the blade of the kingdom.
Egg nods and he just repeats, Masamune, blade of the kingdom.
With that, see as the astral lights begin to disperse for a moment. As they do, a weapon, a blade like no other, presents itself to you, Dora. And as this is said and done, you look over, and the white tower of the sages begins to shine brightly. The first weapon of the soul bound has been forged on this day. Whether it will prove useful in your final fight, or whether it will be a folly effort for your inevitable death, we'll have to find out next time. Valley of Dream. That, my friends, that's no better place than any other to end this session. Oh boy, here we go, here we go.
A bit of everything.
Ooh. That, I will mark it down. Voden Knights have successfully created the first soulbound weapon. That'll be 10 soul shards added to the tower. And if I'm not mistaken, let me check. I believe, yeah, that is enough. The first mark upon the White Sage Tower has been completed. 111 soul shards have been added from all of the groups. We'll have to see what will happen next time, though. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go break down stream, and I will get back to you guys in just 1 second.
Yikes.
All right. Thank you all for everyone who was able to watch today. You guys are fantastic as usual. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hope we all enjoyed yourselves and more. Be sure to leave a like on the likes of the YouTube video. Be sure to follow the likes of the stream on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube and more, as it helps us out tremendously. You guys are awesome. We're going to have to peace out. And yeah. Gut Punch RP. We just finished stream, so I'm gonna have to raid into another group of individuals. I'm so sorry. We literally just ended stream. So here, I'm gonna throw you over to a couple of individuals if I can find some. It's all good, all good. We're gonna throw you over to -2 charisma if that's all good. We're playing some D&D, and we're gonna make sure you guys still get your little D&D fix. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. I'll have to talk to you guys in a bit. Bye, guys.